We are something else.
We are something else.
Tell me something good.
We are something else.
Tell me something
Something else. All right. Welcome back to We Are Something Else. Tonight, the games we play. All right. Welcome to We Are Something Else, episode 20.
Hey,
CB, what's up?
man, it has been a crazy weekend.
I feel you. We'll get to that. Superfly?
What up?
Yeah, chilling.
Back on solid ground.
There we go.
You know,
It's like we went away for a week.
minute,
but
right?
Not really went away, right? Got some special guests in the house tonight.
We do.
Got the OT show in the house. Fellas, introduce yourself.
What it do? I'm the host E.
yo, I'm that dude. You know what I'm saying?
To the same soon.
You know what I'm saying? I just
He went.
That's a random name. Man. Hey, first of all, if you mention Prince Day Joy, it shows your age. So.
Prince Day Show with the baby hair.
Yeah.
He
My
look
man
like-
went
he
full
look
up
like
talking slow jams for the opening.
Prince Day Show looked like he played bench for like Genuine.
He was the opening act, wasn't he?
Like Genuine subs and men like, yo, do pony for me.
Wow.
You like Genuine's mascot.
Hey, yo, I'm G. I'm Grayson. What up, y'all?
What's up?
Thank you for having us.
No.
Yeah,
they-
man, we
we
appreciate
figured we had to pick up where we left off in you guys' show.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this should have been named Slick Watch Part 2.
Well, we would have got to the Slick Wads. We would have got to the
That's the
Slick Wads.
mixtape name.
We got to the Slick Wads, right?
Listen.
So, real quick, play you guys' stuff since we just mentioned it.
Oh, yeah, man. The OT Show podcast, man. Me and my man Grayson, man. We've been doing it for going on 2 years now.
Yeah.
We just pretty much provide laughs and comedy, dog.
Yeah.
What's your social media?
Oh yeah. What's the social media? OT Show 1 for Twitter.
Yeah.
OT Show 1 for Instagram, and the OT Show on Facebook.
Gotcha.
OT Show DMV on Facebook.
Is OT Show DMV? I swear it's the OT Show. I don't.
it's
You tell me.
confusing, right? It's confusing.
Shout out to
Check out
rehearsal.
both.
There you go,
Shout out to rehearsal.
You know we don't do that over here. You know, it's nothing.
All right,
Hey.
so
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say OT Show everywhere. So if you put in OT Show,
It'll
you'll
come
find
up.
us.
Gotcha.
On iTunes too.
Yep.
All right, so let's start with Permit Patty. You guys up on Permit Patty?
Good old Permit Patty.
Yeah, we touched on that joint last episode.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Permit Patty?
First of all, man, white people just gotta stop calling the cops on black people for nothing.
Yo.
No, like it's not that serious all the time, yeah.
Right.
That's my biggest thing with I don't get like it's 8-year-old, 9-year-old. What's threatening about that?
Exactly.
What's
It wasn't
threatening
like it
about
was
that?
like cannabis water and nothing like that. It was just
It wasn't even coconut
Shoes
water.
are untied. We need to call the cops.
Yeah.
Water.
Like
Come on,
I
man.
feel like if you call the police for something that's like not warranted, you should get a ticket.
exactly.
Yeah.
That is perfect. That's
Yeah.
perfect. I agree with that.
I come from a different direction. I love her because as a comedian,
Right,
she
yeah.
gives me so much
yeah.
material.
Yes.
But listen, I could just go on stage and be like, Permit Patty. Boom. That's crazy. Right. It's the same way that Dame Dash did with Culture Vulture. I go on Culture Vulture. Everybody, that's it.
Somebody throw their panties on his.
He said, "Culture race alone is like 5 minutes.
So literally, I thought it was the same white chick that called the cops on
It
the
looked like
barbecue.
they looked
stand.
alike.
Basically.
What are these generic white women doing? Calling.
With Oakley glasses. All of them got Oakleys on.
First of all, what the glasses gonna do?
They
You
should
know I
start
can
a-
see you.
They should start a band called the Average White Woman. You know?
Yeah.
Basic.
I think the funniest part was that she like crouched behind like that one
Yes.
wall
Yes.
trying to hide, and it was like, what? Oh my
She was
god.
That's what I'm saying.
She was
Why
like-
hide on the other side? That's like hide on the other side of the tree. Bitch, I can see you on the phone.
You know you're not little. You're not little.
Yo, the dumbass look that she had
Oh my
looking into the
God.
camera was just wild. Oh man.
And on top of that, she sell weed to dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog, yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know that part.
No, she stepped down from her job because of the joint too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like all the like hate mail or whatever she was getting, everybody.
She sells like cannabis
But
drops for
Yes.
canines.
No, she said like cannabis dog
She was
food,
like,
son.
"Oh, stop it! Oh,
Exactly.
stop it! I thought it was Snoop Dogg. I didn't know."
And she was like a vice president of the company, whatever. Yeah.
She getting dogs high.
If anything, instead of calling the cops, she could have called Uncle Sam at least because that was untaxed money the
Right.
kids making, right? At least make the proper call. Don't call it.
Yo,
whatever.
this chick is, she's crazy.
Oh yeah, nah.
She's
Yeah,
crazy.
Down, yeah. And in order to come up with the weed for the dogs, that's man,
I feel like know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, she was high.
hey.
Yeah.
Better man.
That put that now when you put that all together, she was
Especially,
fat.
she built like the Michelin Man trying to hide behind. I'm like, I see your whole back end, right?
Got rows on rows on rows.
All right.
Thanksgiving dinner over there.
We just want to say. We want to say thank you to Permit Pat.
Yeah, we just gave her 6
Exactly.
minutes right there.
Exactly. What we need to do, we need to hop up in a car and ride through all these like rich suburban neighborhoods and
Straight
catch
up.
some of these white kids selling
Straight up.
Girl Scout cookies,
Yes.
something
Oh my
like
God.
that. Anything.
And
It's
y'all
called-
heard that they changed the Girl Scout joints now? It's like the Boy Scouts and all that.
Yeah, like they try to put them together.
Yeah.
Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because some girls wanted to join the Boy Scouts.
and some boys want to join the Girl Scouts.
I don't
I'm
know.
quite
about
sure
that.
probably do.
Probably.
That joint be real deep.
Yo.
So they was discriminating
I like y'all
against the
skirts.
girls during the Girl Scouts.
I like y'all skirts.
My biggest thing
I don't
is
want to
that
make fire no more.
That's just fire.
as a man, like, can we just have something? Can we just have something?
Like it can't be the man cave anymore. That joint
It's not
got
this our
Right.
cave.
The gender fluid hallway.
Exactly, man.
Exactly.
We
Your
need
man.
a safe- we need a
It
safe
start off
place
with
for
your
men.
man cave. Next thing you know, a blanket come in from the other room.
Oh, yeah.
Then the pillow.
Yes,
like,
sir.
wait a minute, my man cave don't
Yeah.
have a blanket, the pillows.
Nah.
Next thing you know is a pink whatever.
Yep.
That's how it starts. Man.
Exactly.
Yep.
The takeover is real.
Oh yeah. As soon as I see a pillow downstairs in my man, I kick that joint. I already know how this goes, son.
You wait till she leave the room first. Then
Exactly.
you
Ain't not marking that territory. In that joint, son.
Comes
Not
back
going
in the
down,
room, you
son.
pick the pillow back up real quick. Oh, my bad. It fell.
He was like, "It fell off the
Come in here, she come in there like, I want to watch boxing tonight. Go to the other room.
Exactly.
This is my safe space.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's why we got direct TV.
Right. So CB knows I've been doing keto. I started my keto diet.
What is that, man?
And
What is keto?
Well, give some background on keto. real quick for our
So
listeners.
it
Kiwi
is.
diet or something?
It's a diet basically. So you change around your macronutrient profile. So instead of
All right, hold up.
like
First of all,
we got some big guys in the room here. We gotta change that up a little.
Prince George's County Public Schools.
like Magneto, what?
right.
I thought you were talking about the Avenger. I was like,
the
I
new
saw
one.
Infinity Wars. It was
the new
hype.
one.
It was hype.
Strain those calories.
Yeah.
Right.
But basically, you're getting in more fat than anything else. You cut out carbs and you get in a
Oh,
lot
that
of fat.
sounds wonderful.
And so you're eating stuff like
Bacon.
bacon,
Oh my God.
burgers without the
What?
buns, like
I don't know about that, sir. That's
like
kind of tough.
it's
what
and that's the thing. But so you cut that stuff out and you basically train your body to instead use like those carbs for fuel. It uses fat for fuel. So I had done it a little bit last year, and Phil decided to pick up on it this
How
year.
it work
so
for you though?
I mean, I had great results on it.
This guy, this
I
guy
ain't seen
weighed
it before.
This dude was my size last night.
Yeah.
Done that.
We can do the before and after pictures. It's crazy. It's like, damn, man. But I lost a lot of inches on my height.
There's his height plug. What he didn't tell you was he was about 350 last year, but then he got hooked on crack too with the keto.
Hey,
You know what, Joe Rogan?
Keto crack diet.
There's some you might not know about me. I smoke rocks.
So I was telling him that since I've been on this thing, the hardest part is meal. You got to meal prep because
Right.
I mean, unless you can go to McDonald's every day. You just got to take the bun and the ketchup off of everything. But you can
Purpose
have
of going to McDonald's then.
exactly and no French fries, right? And no French fries.
Maybe the French fries.
I mean, listen, you had me at bacon. I'm not gonna lie.
It's dope. It's tough, but I mean, I definitely feel different after the first week. I got through it. I was like, oh, I can do this. But the main thing I'm craving, real quick, Chick-fil-A plug here, is sweet tea and fries from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
But that's the
wait a
main
minute.
thing I miss.
So you got cut out sugar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I've been doing Crystal Light, and then I got these Hawaiian punch packets
Yeah.
that are 10 times better than Crystal Light and no sugar in them things.
Sheesh.
They got
crazy.
Hawaiian punch packages?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what do.
Oh, snap.
This is
delicious.
the best one, yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, that's what's up, Jack.
you just changing my world right now.
You're learning today.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, son, I felt real feminine. I went to the store and I got the little slim water joints. This joint that got it's ice. It's called ice.
Yeah.
Real
That
talk.
joint say
Yeah.
Them joints is off the chain though.
They are delicious.
Hey, nah, then that drink's a NASA product, dog. 'Cause first of all, no point. Yeah, how can you not have calories and it still taste sweet? Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, nah.
I felt real conflicted watching wrestling, drinking one of this. I had my pinky up and everything. I was like, that Mama John Cena about to win. I had my pinky up. It was the worst. It was the worst.
Whatever you got to do.
Calorie counter, yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, son, I definitely came on my period. I'm like,
But look, you
Whole Foods now.
gotta keep that in the upstairs refrigerator, not in the man cave.
oh no, not
you gotta keep that upstairs.
No.
Hey, nah,
I can't risk E coming over and seeing that drink.
I was definitely clowning.
Oh, he gonna fire me up. Oh,
Nah,
he's done.
no. Funny you talk about diets, man. So I went to a nutritionist a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
I felt rich because I said I'm going to my nutritionist.
Exactly.
Good health care. That's all it is. Obamacare really worked. I'm just saying. Exactly.
Health is health.
But
Right.
nah, dude, she was just telling me, and like, she went through the whole spiel or whatever, right? So she's like, are you about to, what are you about to do now? I said, I'm about to go eat. I'm about to go to Chick-fil-A. Put up for Chick-fil-A. So she was like, let's go through the menu on the Chick-fil-A joint, right? So she was like, yeah, my average calories per meal is like 600. So anyway, I'm going through the drink. We get to the sandwich I was gonna get. I always get the number one. I get the fries. So first of all, the number one, just the sandwich alone was like $4.50.
Yeah.
Not including the iced tea that I do half and half with.
Yeah.
Not include the sauces. Not include the fries. So by the time I got to the fries, it was like 200. And then I got to the sauces, they was 100 a piece. And I do about 3-4 sauces.
Yeah.
Then
So
I didn't
depressing.
I didn't get to the sweet tea though, yeah.
Oh.
So by that time I was in 1,000.
Yeah.
I'm done. So nah, dog, I feel you, man. I feel
If
you
you
with the
starve
diet,
yourself all day, you can have that meal.
man. Yeah. You just drinking water.
Exactly.
So-
I went to my nutritionist. That chick looked at me dead in my face. She was like, first things first, you gotta stop putting mayonnaise in your cereal. I was like, really? That's your advice to me?
That's what putting you over the top, eh?
Exactly. I was like, heifer.
Hey,
Walk
first
out,
of all,
close the door.
You gotta be a maniac to put mayonnaise in your cereal.
Oh
Exactly.
man.
And it
So that
cannot be
goes to
trusted,
the-
yeah.
So we asked this question to each other a while back. Do you put the milk in your cereal in the bowl before the cereal, or the cereal first, then the milk?
Cereal first.
Yeah, I do cereal first.
Okay.
All right, it's good. You
Who
guys
do
are
you know
not
that does
psychopaths.
this? I'm trying to figure out like what.
Some people do though, bro.
Yeah.
I seen man was doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my friends was telling me about that, and I was like, hold on, back up for a
That's
second.
psychotic.
I all of a sudden don't feel safe around.
You know, you're not
Right,
trusting.
yeah.
It's like you never grew up in the 80s. That's what that is.
That's right.
Hey,
Like, you know,
now, hey, my wife gets disgusted. Do y'all drink the milk? Yeah.
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 That's the
No,
best part.
Like,
That's
that's
the
the
best
reason when I
part.
drink the milk, son. Yes, it's flavor.
First of all,
Exactly.
on the
First
cake.
of all, milk is expensive. I'm not wasting it.
Right. Yeah.
Second of
What
all,
are you supposed to do with it?
after the Fruity Pebbles or after the Fruit Loops,
right.
after the Frosted Flakes,
Oh,
sitting
cinnamon
there,
toast, cinnamon toast joint.
What?
Come on.
after this marinade Apple Jacks.
Yeah,
They should just sell cereal milk.
they do.
I think-
They do.
Oh,
Actually, they sell. It's an ice cream drink called cereal milk. Yeah.
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 Oh my
And the drink actually bombed.
They and pizza has
They do.
They,
They
they have
got
a cereal milk like drink
soda.
there. And
Which I
it
felt
is
freaked
wild.
out about that drink.
It was delicious, but it was one of those things I was like, I can't have any more than this little bit
Right.
because
Yeah.
otherwise I
It
think I
felt
might get
weird
sick.
eating with pizza.
Yeah.
You're like,
Milk
but
with
it is
pizza?
good. It's like soda, but it's got that
yeah.
flavor. It tastes like cereal.
It's
Yeah.
weird. It's weird.
It's weird.
It
It's
freak
wild.
you out, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's like
wild.
somebody saying you got a fruit punch Coke.
Right.
Wow.
Have you ever had
That
a
actually,
Coke?
That sounds delicious, right?
we may need to patent this
Right, yeah.
right now.
That's the ticket.
Note to self.
Yeah.
So I back to the quick keto part.
Oh, yeah.
because we can talk about all the delicious other stuff I can't have, but you're killing me in here right now. So I was telling him I had a nightmare the other night, and it's so funny. Like after I changed my eating habits, the nightmare I had the other night involved me eating a donut. I woke up like, oh no, don't eat the damn donut, don't eat the donut. Literally, that's real. That's real.
He's in there. Dream Phil is scraping his tongue trying to get the
No. The Homer Simpson moment.
I done messed it all up.
Got killed by a Krispy Kreme.
The fact you had inner dialogue though about that, like,
Exactly. No, it was real. It was real, man. I felt
shout
woke
out,
up
man.
in
That's
sweats.
good.
That's
We
real.
need to talk about this thing.
Hey, nah, but it's funny, man. When you go on diets, though, that's when people give you the most opportunity for free food. Bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, so I'm having a cookout.
I did 3 cookouts in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, your job always give you free food.
They just switched up our breakfast vendor for Fridays. And I would always joke that we got this carb carnival that comes in on Fridays. And the new vendor has these rum buns that basically
With raisins.
Phil started this diet the week that this started. So he has not gotten to have one.
No. I was in on the taste testing.
Yeah.
That's how I know how delicious these things are.
But so he's been taunted by them these last 2 weeks
That's
because
tough,
they're
man.
just smelling all delicious. And it's
Look,
just
I'm saying
it's
stuff around the
horrible,
office
man.
like, just grab one, let me see you eat it.
Yeah.
Just watch you eat it. Just watch you eat it.
Hey, let me he's a food cup, yeah?
Like food porn.
I'm like, got some, lick your fingers real quick.
He's like, oh.
Do it in slow motion. Do it in slow motion.
Yeah,
like-
it's bad.
Put the drizzle on it.
This is one dude. It's one dude.
Chew
Smelling out the
slower.
word.
Smell it.
Smell that breath and shit.
HR's getting involved at work.
What is this in sticky bun?
Yeah.
I got
so
one
loud right now.
So there's one coworker-
that's looking at people like, you digesting it right now.
So look, there's one coworker. I told him, I was like, go ahead and grab one. That things are delicious. Because he asked me, I was like, man, them things are top notch.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, you want 2 grab? I was like, I can't have it. I'm doing this keto. I was like, really? So all right. So he comes back up to me like about 5 minutes later. He's like, this is one right here. I'm like, yeah, that's them. So he proceeds to bite it, like a slow bite, and like lick his lips at his. I'm like, really?
Whatever.
Whatever.
LL the bun.
Exactly. So then he goes to his desk, and they so he goes to his desk, right? And their office is set, it's got glass walls, so you can see through their department. And so it had been like 15 minutes later. I walk by and I see him. He's right there at the window. On his desk is still a bun. So I'm knocking on the window. I was like, "You gonna eat it or what?" And then so he looks at me, and in slow motion, he grabs the sticky bun, the rum bun, off his desk, turns towards me, like now he's facing me at the glass, and he puts it in his crotch. And I'm like,
I didn't even see that coming. I guess you didn't even.
Hey, Phil got me too. You definitely got me too, son.
Nice for what? Nice for what?
Hey, you got to file a complaint with Terry.
Phil just had a breakthrough right now, gentlemen.
So he
he wasn't
bun on his
understanding.
he's like chewing it and chewing it. Well, chewing it. I'm like, the worst thing ever, yo. Like,
So I just put my head down, walked away. I was like, that's it.
Oh shit.
Yo.
yo, this is how Biggie and Tupac started. I know this. I remember Biggie went on the keto diet. Pac was like, "You want some of these raisins?"
And that's how you have the East and West Coast beef right there.
Right.
It wasn't the fact that Pac was shot. It was the fact that
And all over sugar.
It's all sugar. Yo, if you think about it, sugar should be a drug. Like
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Nah,
It's
dog.
like-
it really is though, son. Man, hey, but that's how slavery started. It was sugar.
really.
Slim. Yeah, real talk. That's how slavery started with sugar, dog. The sugar cane.
Oh yeah, right.
This is
Oh,
the
yeah,
The
con-
original
Yeah,
version
yeah.
of slavery
Yeah.
was the sugar, dog.
Hey, son, I was riding with you for a second, and I was like, "Yo," I was like, "He's about to have a Kanye moment."
But you know what? You know what?
You
had to choose. They didn't have to pick that sugar cane.
They were selling sugar by the kilos.
The first time they were putting powder on the block.
They didn't have to
sugar canes, though,
they didn't
man.
have to pick the sugar cane.
Yeah,
They didn't have to though.
It was their choice.
they did it on their own.
Exactly.
Now they're
Man,
walking
hey,
around.
look.
I got that crystal dog.
But no, it's serious because Fife Dog in the Tribe Called Quest documentary was like, I'm supposed to stay off sugar, but I can't stop eating because this
Addicted
stuff
to
is
it,
so
yeah.
addictive.
It's everywhere too, son.
So it was like life or
Yeah,
death.
sugar isn't everything. Straight
Yeah.
up.
Trust me, I know.
Right.
I know what I.
That's why black people. You can't escape it, man.
And then like you got the thing, like diabetes and all that. Like it's
Bro.
and it only hits us.
Yeah.
And it just
That Dave Chappelle joke, man, where he's like, you know what kills more black men than anything in the world?
table salt.
The table salt. The seasoning. We're over here getting
Regular
killed by
salt.
the seasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's real,
real.
man.
Right.
Food is killing us, dog.
But they talk about like the same like effect on your brain that it has is like when you're taking hard drugs or something.
Yeah.
Like it's wild.
Nah,
It's
yeah,
wild.
Serious.
Going through sugar withdrawals.
No,
Dog,
trust me.
it's real, dog.
You just like eating a Hershey bar. You like smack it out their hand.
Stop now.
I hate you.
You probably mess around and be shaking.
Oh man. So I had a basketball question, but since we're gonna probably allude to
that's
that
probably
later,
gonna take
I will
over
wait.
everything.
We'll wait.
Yeah,
We'll wait on
yeah,
that one. Apparently, there's an elephant in the room nobody's talking about right now. We'll just wait on that.
Because we're recording the show.
Are we
on
still
a
live?
Sunday.
Are we still live on Bleacher Report? And that's, some other things could have happened.
Yeah.
But let's get into some questions.
Dwight Howard to the Wizards.
Oh no,
I would not be surprised.
I would not be surprised at that.
So
Wizards signed Wilt Chamberlain.
on a 10-day contract.
Yeah. Prove it deal.
So terrible.
It's bad.
Hey, I heard the funniest Bill Russell story, son. It was Kenny Smith when he used to. I forgot he used to coach Kenny Smith.
That's
in
right.
Sacramento,
I know
son.
the story.
Duh, when he said he said he was walking on the bus and Kenny Smith told Bill Russell told him like, "Hey, look, sit by me, young fella." He said, "I don't want to sit by you, coach." He said, "Nah, sit by me." He said, "Cause you the only winner in here. The rest of you niggas is losers." He said, "Cause he a loser, he a loser." And so somebody like, "Coach, you can't talk to him like that." He said, "Man, I tried to trade him, but nobody wanted him." Bill Russell, you need to go on.
Oh,
Yeah, bro. Oh my god.
murdered.
All right, guys. How did the OT show come to be?
I'll let you go. Go ahead, Grayson.
Alright,
Break it down.
so, so this is what happened. So we both worked for GSA, right? And this was like
Formally.
Formally GSA. So we
Fine, man. They got me
we
about
was
the
sitting
pay.
there. I ran like a print shop. He was executive assistant, and so basically we ended up like just kicking it. Like we would kick it during like afternoons, and lunch would turn into like we would take lunch at noon. We wouldn't get back to work till about 2:30.
7:30.
We be at Fridays chilling.
Because mind you, and I just be 100. Government workers don't work. Like let's be honest.
They don't.
Like they take mad breaks. So we're sitting in there, and it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. We in the lunchroom, just going at it, having conversation, just talking and talking and talking. People come into it like it was the best thing in the world, right? So then, we were just like, dog, we gotta do something with this. And so then we started doing stand up. Like I did stand up, and then he started doing stand up, and then we'd be like bouncing back and forth ideas and stuff. So it was like, so sometimes gigs would kind of come like far and in between, but we had mad material, and we was just like, dog, we gotta try to get this out somehow.
Yeah.
Then we just go right in.
Yeah,
We start.
And our very first episode was the Mayweather fight against Pacquiao.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
So we did I guess like a pilot.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was like a test run. We didn't know
was
what
a
we
heck of
really
a pilot.
doing, so we just tried it out in my den in my apartment, and it was like, all right, well, we figured it out. Yeah,
We went like 2 hours on that.
Yeah.
joint.
It was just me and him going back
Straight.
and forth for almost 2 hours. dog.
I mean, my favorite joint was when we was talking about how Justin Bieber came out, and it was with the Burger King dude. Was with Pocket, and it was like, yo, this is the weirdest thing we've ever. Like, this is supposed to be the fight of the century.
Yeah.
The
It's a
Burger King
circus.
dude is there.
Yeah.
Like, and Manny Pacquiao is smiling.
Taking selfies.
Right. Like,
that's it. When,
It was-
when a man is smiling, go to the ring.
Oh, yeah.
it's over. Fight's over.
We saw it happen with Roy Jones.
Oh,
listen,
Bodyhead Entertainment.
rest in peace to his Jordan contract.
Yo.
Like, he got laid out in the ring on the Jordan sign just like this. He looked just like the Jordan sign. He was like,
The Jordan, the Jordan sign got
Right.
injured too.
right, exactly. Like, it was the worst. But yeah, man, like, that's where we just started. We just kept it going, and we got signed on by Bliss.
Yeah.
Came up in there and just started working there, and you know, it's been good ever since.
And dude, man, you talking about some trials and tribulations?
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, we still got growing pains. We
You
still getting it. so.
man, and this is the thing though, because the thing about it is that no podcast can really come against us, and this is the reason why. One, we got security clearances, so we know people. We got like secret joints, so we like,
There you go.
we like, really, like, we just gonna get you. But then two, it's kind of like we joan on each other so much to the point where if anybody jones on us, we've heard the jokes before.
Right.
So it's pretty much like Drake coming back at Pusha. You can't say nothing, right?
Yeah, you can't say nothing, man.
Because literally, this is what we'll do.
DJ Prince of Squashers.
Like, we'll do stand up, and he'll be in the crowd, or like if I'm on stage, he's in the crowd, or if he's on stage, I'm in the crowd, or whatever. If you got somebody who's heckling, we could bounce off. So like, we'll literally get the heckler, or you know what I'm saying? So it's like that. Or if something goes
our
on,
powers combined.
like let's say if he's bombing or something, right? I can be in the crowd and I could literally be like, I'll start heckling him, but he'll just get me.
Man,
You know what I
go
mean?
in.
So
Get you
he'll
back,
go
get
me-
the crowd back.
Exactly. For like 5 minutes, I'm like, yo, just
Where do you do stand
beat
up
on
at?
me. Everywhere. Like
I started doing an open mic joint. I'm about to start doing a joint up there. What's it?
Sully's.
Sully's, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, let
Yeah.
us know.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
yeah, absolutely.
I saw your man Jamal McKee.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he was up Sully's.
I've been telling that dude. I was like, look, let me know when you do your show. I'll come
Yeah.
out. I invited him out here. Him and he said he's doing a reality show on. Or they got like a internet show that they doing.
Yeah.
I was like, come on out.
I was actually on the internet show too. I did a couple of the skits with him.
You
on
did?
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And dude, it was fun, man. But I can only imagine how it is though, like being in a real movie set, because we was there like all day.
Yeah.
It was like 7,
3
8 hours,
scenes.
dog, for like
For
and I had
5
like-
minutes.
and I had like 10 lines, baby.
He was like, the call went that way. That was it. He get a royalty check. Like,
Like those Stan Lee little cameos in all the Marvel movies.
son, that is the most. And he shows up at like random moments.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be like a love scene. And you
Yeah.
open up a condom and it's him. He'd be like, "This isn't gonna work." What? What you
I'm
Stan
not gonna
Lee?
lie, I would be, if I produced movies or whatever, dude, I would be the same way.
Exactly.
I'll be
I mean,
Spike Lee,
everything.
son.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Put myself in everything.
Straight up.
That's
Real
how you.
talk.
That's how you get
Branding.
the movies.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'd be in Luke Cage. Like,
Right.
I'd be cutting hair. I'd be like, that's right, Luke.
You cut it for the stunt double. It's like,
I'd be Cuba Gooding Jr. and Coming to America.
Right, exactly.
I'd be getting my hair cut every week. I just
Smiling
be
like a mug, right? Just laughing.
oh, sheesh.
People probably don't remember that joint either.
Right.
no.
A lot of people don't know that. That was it. That was
Had
like
the
one of
Jerry
those.
curl.
Yeah.
That was
all
one
he
of
was
those
doing was
quick.
laughing.
That was
Alright.
one of those quick things. Nobody.
I will give y'all like an insider joint, right? All right, so you know the dude. All right, so have y'all ever heard Charlie Murphy's stories?
Yes.
Yeah.
So did you hear the untold story about him and Daryl Stanley?
Yes, it's
No.
hilarious.
Can't recall.
This is bad. Alright. So Daryl Stanley was the football player who got paralyzed from the neck down, whatever, right?
Oh, right.
So this is a really roundabout way of telling my point. But all right, so exactly. So Daryl Stanley, Eddie. All right, Charlie Murphy was Eddie Murphy's bodyguard for the longest time. So like, if you ever hear Delirious, you know when he was on stage and he was telling that joke, and they were like, some lady yelled in the car like, "Take it off" or whatever. And you heard somebody yell, "Shut up!"
Yeah.
That was Charlie Murphy. That was Charlie Murphy. So Charlie Murphy constantly did stuff like that. Charlie Murphy was like, he was like
Ex-military.
exactly
Yeah, that's right.
that real angry guy,
Yeah.
right? So he was Eddie Murphy's goon, basically. So Daryl Stanley, they was eating at a restaurant or whatever. Daryl Stanley comes in and was like, "Yo, F Eddie Murphy. F Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy
talking
ain't
big
nothing."
trash to him.
Yeah, it's talking so much trash. So he was just like, "I got money too." He was like, "F Eddie Murphy. You see my girls, da 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 da, whatever." So Charlie Murphy hit the joint. He was like, "Yo, it ain't gonna be two more of them F Eddie Murphys." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So he hit him with it. He was like, "Yo, you say it one more time, I'm gonna stomp your mouth out because that's the only thing moving on your body."
He said what he did. He said he had this look on his face, like his eyes was blinking.
Because he was like, his eyes was trembling because that was the only thing that could move. Because he was this guy sitting like this. And he was like, I couldn't be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I said nobody want to talk about this guy right here.
like, you can't talk about this guy.
Oh, no.
So then he goes on into the story where they end up going home. So when they go home, this other dude, I forgot, he's a heavyweight champion or something.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
keeps-
Iron Man Barkley. Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps wanting to. So he beat up the dude.
Hitman Hearns.
Because Youngin was drunk. Like, he was straight out of his mind. So he came to Eddie Murphy's house. "Yo, come down here. I want to knock you out. Da da da, whatever." And so Charlie Murphy said he had to go down there and put hands on him. He said it was kind of easy. The dude was drunk. So it's like, it was what it was. But it was this dude named Fruity
Right.
who ends up, kind of coming in and doing a whole bunch of other stuff or whatever, right? But a lot of people don't know Fruity was the dude in Coming to America that was cutting hair.
Oh,
really?
That was Fruity.
Fruity played in Rock and Random
He
joints
played-
though. Yeah.
That was Fruity.
The one that wasn't Eddie Murphy or
short-
Arsenio Hall.
Exactly.
Oh,
The shorter
Cooper
guy.
Good.
Yeah.
Really?
That
Yeah,
is
that's
wild.
Fruity.
Oh,
And
wow.
so like that was Eddie Murphy's goon like through. So anytime you hear them bound talk about Fruity, that's the dude.
That's crazy. Yeah, I
It's
remember that.
random,
Yeah.
dog.
Fruity was the only guy that liked Randy Watson too.
Yeah.
It's like, that boy good. Damn, that boy can sing. That boy can sing.
He said, "Man, that boy good and terrible."
30th anniversary.
30th anniversary.
Man.
God dang.
Dog.
I heard they try to bring it back, but I don't want them to bring it back.
I don't want to
though.
redo it.
Something-
I mean, I'd bring the original joint back, restore it.
Yeah.
I don't want them to redo it.
You can't, man.
'Cause
Unless Eddie and Arsenio are involved to some. But see, Eddie been away from adult comedy for so long.
Yeah.
For him to jump straight back, it's just tough.
I don't know, son. He got that award.
He still could do it though.
He got
Kennedy
the,
Center?
the Kennedy Center joint when he did
Yeah.
that 15 minutes on Bill Cosby.
Right.
Dog.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Like it was the
It
it was
reminded
great.
some people.
yeah.
Yo,
Well, he was saying that him and
was
Earthquake,
great.
the boys of Earthquake, been trying to get him just to
Yeah,
go out
bro.
on the road, to start small, do small shows.
Yeah, bro.
And I mean, I
See,
guess
the only thing about Eddie though, he has to address what everybody thinks about him. Yeah.
exactly.
He has to address the Johnny Gill
he has
rumors.
to.
He has to address the
transvestite
transvestite
Exactly.
rumors. All that stuff.
And
Like,
remember,
real
he
talk-
has a kid by Scary Spice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
mean,
got,
that's
got
not
another
a-
kid now.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
Nobody talks about it.
But he was saying that it wasn't his.
Addy Don.
Okay.
That was the thing. He was
Yeah,
saying that it wasn't his. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, dog. I don't know. Is this on the docket? I don't know if this is on the
Drake album
docket.
on the docket.
Yeah, it's on there.
Okay,
it's coming up.
all right.
Dog, oh
It's
my
coming
God.
up.
Listen.
It's coming up. It's coming up.
We gotta go in.
Yeah.
We gotta go in, son.
We go in.
'Cause, yo, I turned into a girl, son.
All right, let's keep it. We get to that part. Rant. So we were talking about Permit Patty. So remember, there was Barbecue Bay as well, right?
Yeah.
So just random. Have you guys ever experienced any racism?
Have I ever like? I've experienced covert racism, not overt though. Like, it's the I experienced the racism where I gotta think about like. I think this
couple days later,
I think
just-
that was racist, dog. I can't prove it, but I swear I think that was racist, dog. Yes, I never had a blatant racist moment, but I did find one. I used to work at a Boys and Girls Club, right? And one of the funniest things to me was hilarious. So it was a black kid and a white kid, right? They get in a fight. So they're fighting, they're arguing or whatever. So then the white kid tells the white kid tells me, he said, man, he called me a nigger, and told me the black kid. And so he said, man, so the black kid was like, yeah, I did it, whatever. He said then he got real mad, but then here go the white kid. He said, he called me nigga, and all I said was, I'm not black. And I was just like, yeah. And the white dude had a real innocence about it. Like, he really didn't think he was saying anything wrong, you know? And I was kind of like, that's tough, man. And I didn't even know how to really react to it. And I was that drink threw me off, man. And ever since then, it kind of made me look at him kind of funny. Cause I'm like, yeah, so that means your parents.
What's going on in your
household?
household?
Next thing you know, his mom is permit Patty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Gee,
calling the neighbors on all the pit bulls.
I've never like had like real overt racism. You know, I'm the cool black dude. So like I always hang out with the white people, and so whenever they got questions, they come to me. They're like, hey,
Their point of reference.
Hey Grayson, I saw Roots. Was it really that bad? I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't there. I imagined that it was, because I can imagine getting your foot chopped off. Like, how you gonna play basketball?
Yeah.
Like, it's the worst thing in the world.
It's
Like literally, like your jumper's gonna be off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. But it was just, I mean,
all day.
I see. I don't know. I joke about stuff a lot, so I may not take it. Like, if somebody calls me like a nigger or something like that, I take that as a joning contest. So like, he calls me a nigger, I'm gonna talk about his shoes. Like, you know, I'm gonna be like, you whack, like, shut up. Like, I see your nipples in your shirt. Like, you know, I said something stupid. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know. And I'm from the South, so
yeah, right.
I mean,
and I went to school in the South.
Yeah.
But you know what's hard for me? It's hard for me to take it. Like, racism is serious. Racism is like really a systemic thing. Like,
Right.
you can't be like, it's the thing. So you got to separate the two. Prejudice and racism is different.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
So that's another thing. Now, and we all are prejudiced to a certain extent. We hate to say it,
Right.
okay?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
But
no.
we all are
Everyone's got
prejudiced to
their
a certain extent. We all prejudge.
Not me.
definitely.
No, prejudice is you prejudge. Yeah, you stereotype people.
Not me.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what's funny? Real not to cut you off. Like, I was in DC one day, and this drunk white dude, whatever. And so he was like, he was trying to step to us, whatever. So and he's like, nigga with an A, right? And it flicked me off. I was like, you know what? That's the only. I'm not as mad as if he would have called me fat. I'd have been more pissed off than that. Like, I would have killed him then. But you know, I was like, what? So, but that's just.
But I don't know. I don't. You know what kills me? I don't give the word that much power.
They want you to, though. They want you. That's what they want, the reaction.
They're like, nigger, and then they just stand there and look at you like,
Do
Like,
something.
like the thing that happened with we talked about too, but Bill Maher said the joint. He had a joke. Talking about him being a house nigga, but it was a perfect joke, by the way.
yeah.
I wasn't even mad at him.
The comedian in me was like, touche, Bill.
Yeah, that was great timing.
That
Because you
was
know who
wonderful,
Bill Maher is.
Right, you know who
Bill
he
Maher
is.
done been in so many black women. It don't, you know.
Exactly, and he's not really racist, yeah.
Right.
So we know who he is. But now, did he use the word? Did he use a word that he probably shouldn't have used? Maybe, yeah. He shouldn't have. But my thing is, look, and it goes to like I don't want to call them social justice warriors, but who they are, social justice warriors or whatever. I'm looking at them like they try to get Bill Maher taken off, and
Which is,
And like, but look, see, but y'all don't even look at the show.
Right.
He had like all these some black people like,
Right.
oh man, we need to cancel Bill Maher. But you don't even watch the
You don't
show.
watch Bill Maher.
You don't even care. So why?
Exactly.
Like Roseanne was different.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, man, that was.
Her track
Yeah.
record was crazy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Exactly.
Like this was leading up to something.
Yeah,
she was get on it.
She was
That's how she
habitual
got the
line
show,
step.
though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how she got the show, though.
Yeah. Oh,
True.
God, man.
True. And
Right.
that's what we talked about before. Like y'all knew who she was.
But let's even be real. Colin Kaepernick can't get an NFL contract, but because of what he did to the national anthem. But Roseanne can get a TV show. She grabbed her crotch and spit after singing the national anthem off key
Right.
Right.
on national TV.
Yeah.
Exactly. I remember that.
She dressed up as Hitler and had Jew cookies.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
on, son.
Coming out the oven.
Exactly.
Right. And took a picture with the joint, and multiple pictures.
Yeah.
Like she's, I'm like, that's too much, man.
Right.
That's yeah.
And so I watched the reboot of the show. Some of it. It was
Yeah.
actually funny.
But it was.
You don't. They're supposed to come back with just the Connors now.
Yeah.
But
Are they gonna kill her off? Like,
yeah, I mean, well, apparently I didn't watch it, but the last episode of this past season, she's getting ready to have surgery, and she was afraid she wasn't gonna make it out the surgery.
She definitely not making it.
Open it up, season 2. There you go, right there. Spoiler alert.
They killed off Dan and he came back. I don't
Exactly,
know what's
right.
gonna happen with Roseanne.
She'll just be in a coma. Oh, she'll be in a room like Judy on Family Matters.
Wow.
That was one of the worst joints too.
Yo, Judy was
She just stopped being around.
Right? They stopped talking about it. I was like, "Hey, somebody go check that damn room."
Like
But-
Judy went away to do a bid.
But then years later, when they went in her room, y'all know what she was doing in that room?
Porn.
There you go.
She
That's
was,
what
yeah,
happened.
she was.
That's what happened. You don't go check, knock on them doors around there.
Hey, so the funniest joint, the girl that played in Bebe's Kids, I think what was her name, man? Well, yeah, the one girl.
Yeah.
The little kid, whatever. She was a porn star, son. Dog, yes. She turned out to be a porn, and she was the girl in a different world. One of the kids in Different World that Whitney used to have beef with. Yeah.
IMDb, here I come.
He's like,
then-
we're gonna research this one.
Yeah, her name was I think Ariana Star or something like that.
Oh wow.
Dog, yeah, that drink's crazy, yeah.
Hey, I'm matter of fact, he knows the name.
Hey, look, I know stuff, okay?
he was like, and she live in Oxon Hill.
Hey, look, no. I'm like the midget in Game of Thrones. I drink and I know things.
So how you guys feel about the border separation?
Hey, y'all guys need to listen to Malcolm Gladwell's podcast.
Oh, that Jones, I love that. Jones.
Revisionist history, right?
I don't.
That's my
I don't
favorite
like
joint.
it. It forces me to think.
But no, here's the funny thing about it. This season's been crazy. Because I swear, like, everything he talks about for that week, and mind you, he pre-records these drinks, like, weeks and weeks and time or whatever,
Yeah.
before. And, he had a drink on the immigration drink. And he broke it down about how they got started and what really happened or whatever. And it just so happened to come out this week. But as far as I don't really, I mean, I care about it, but I don't like the separation of kids.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and the bad thing that they don't really tell, we really don't have an immigration problem. It's not really that big of a deal.
Right. Right. Like it's just I don't know. Like I just kind of keep feeling like it's just ways that Republicans kind of it's their I don't know how to put it.
Diversion of what's really going on.
Yeah, but it's like they make it so much worse. And they'll be like, you see, this is what the Democrats made us do. But lives are in the balance. Like these are kids
Right.
in like a holding cell.
Right.
Exactly.
But they're showing this like,
Right.
you see, and it's like they're doing this. They're letting stuff happen just so that you can see.
It's like a concentration camp. The way it
Exactly.
looked like. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it do.
But I'm like, but this stuff really has been happening for a while.
Yeah, it have.
But then they're gonna turn around and call them criminals. But just like you made them,
There you go.
Right.
you know.
They were saying
you
that
go.
these kids are perfect targets for ISIS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Absolutely.
U.S. has done us wrong. I tried to come in. And,
MS-13.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly. All that.
Because all right, so MS-13 calmed down for a little bit in the news because I remember it was real hot for a while, then it calmed down. Then all of a sudden I saw when Trump was running for election, he started talking about it, and I was like, I forgot about MS-13. Like I'm sitting there with my wife, like, wow, is that really a problem?
Right.
And like they kept talking and kept talking and kept talking, and I'm like, I don't know, gang members are like, yo, we trending, son. Like,
We back.
like, right. Like, take that, Bloods. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we out here. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's crazy.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I don't really think it's that. We making it more of a problem by what he's doing.
Yeah.
No, it's really not that big of a problem though. And to
Right.
be honest,
Not at
I
all.
mean, a lot of the work the grout work that needs. Hell, first of all, these white people are immigrants themselves.
they are.
Let's
Look,
just start with that.
It's crazy.
Right.
We're
Illegal
all immigrants.
Illegal immigrant.
We're all immigrants though. Son.
Like,
Unless your
yeah.
name
Oh, my
is
God.
unless your name is John Proudfoot.
Yeah.
Something like that, you don't belong here.
Exactly.
Dog, and that kills me to the core, dog. Like how vicious they did Native Americans, son.
Right.
That
my
joint,
God.
dog.
We'll give you tobacco. We'll give you casinos.
Yeah.
Now get cancer and go spend all your money.
Yep.
Dog, when you think about how insane that was, they killed off hundreds of millions of Indians. Dude.
Yep.
That's crazy. Not take it back, not Indians, Native Americans, because they're not
Yeah,
Indians.
Right.
And dude, and that's another thing. The term Indian is racist, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog,
Absolutely.
it's the stereotype of the prejudice, dog.
Oh.
And the only reason they call it Indian because your man Columbus thought they were Indians.
Thought he was Indian.
GPS got them all turned around.
Exactly, dog. So yeah, man. How y'all feel about they need to change? I feel like are they gonna change the name of the Indians though?
The
Well, the
baseball team?
Redskins.
The Redskins too.
They need
Yeah,
to change
please,
a
man.
bunch of, because I'm like, yo, like, what type? Like, what's it gonna be, the Washington niggas? Like, what, you know what I'm saying?
When you put that in perspective, you think about it like that. If they had actually had a team called the Washington Coons, dude,
Exactly.
you would feel offended
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it. So I feel offended about the Redskin joint, dog.
Now, if they got LeBron, I don't know. I ain't-
I'm not wearing that jersey.
my favorite team.
But nah, I mean, to be honest, as African Americans or anybody, brown people, whatever, we should really be offended by the Redskin name, man.
I
I mean, there's so many other ways you can go.
Absolutely.
You got natives, you got braves, you got
Yeah.
any other thing that
I
can.
should say they just call them the Washington Americans.
Anything that
I mean,
That's it.
Go with the Generals. They lose like the Generals.
Exactly.
anything that you can still pay homage, or if that's paying homage, and
Right.
just change the name. But
Washington natives.
exactly whatever. I mean,
So-
So both of you guys, you cut the cord. I saw your social media. You finally cut the cord, and
Yeah,
you've been
yeah.
doing it for a while.
He Grayson actually put me onto it. He cut it too.
You cut
Yeah,
it-
a couple years.
So
I mean,
how long you been doing?
probably a couple years now.
What was the hardest part about doing it?
It wasn't much hard because I saved like 120
Okay.
a month.
right.
That was easy.
That's
I don't know. I mean, it changes. I didn't say it's hard, but it changes the way you watch TV.
How do you
know
get your
what I'm saying?
channels?
You watch a lot more. I use Sling, and then a lot of stuff watch on like on demand YouTube. And,
Yep.
Hey, shout
you
out to
know,
my
I don't
mother.
miss it though. Like,
No.
Dog, real.
Not at all.
Hey, shout out to my mother being a real MVP, son. So she has Verizon, right? She was like, "Look, you can just use my password
There you go.
Hey.
and your mobiles." I was like,
That's the come up
"I
right there.
love you, son."
Laugh.
That's the come
Exactly.
up. That's the
Laugh.
come up.
Yeah. So I will be watching Power tonight. Shout out to Angie.
talking. I heard dear mama in the background. While you
It's a big rich town. So.
Man, what? Yeah.
always
My
was a
mom's
black queen, mama. Right?
My mother was a G, son. Like, look, I needed mulch, right?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, she came over. She's like, man, I called you, but look, rang the doorbell. She's like, why you can't answer the phone? That mom's upstairs. But anyway, did you say you need some mulch? I was like, yeah. Well, I got some in the car.
Yo, what?
And look, then this is on top of her coming in the house and be like, y'all don't got the cable, right? You can use my Verizon. I'm like, Mom,
Mulch and cable.
The
Yes.
real MVP.
yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's who KD was
You be
talking
like,
Mama Durant ain't got nothing on my mama.
Exactly.
that's
The
real,
MVP
bro.
on Twitter, right?
Man, what?
I'm trying to get there. I'm been cutting back certain things. But I'm trying to get to the point where
Son, it's very liberating, though.
exactly
It is.
it forces you to do other things, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know what? There's other people that live in this house.
Right.
Bro, like my man came over, right? Friday night. Look, we just watched YouTube all day.
Everything.
And it was
yeah.
cool, though. Yeah? Like,
Hey.
nobody was tripping.
I got YouTube Red, bruh. I've been watching Cobra Kai.
How is that show? How is
Dog,
it?
I was
does it take
laughing
you
at
back?
it at first. I was like, this joint's gonna be dumb.
Does it?
This is one of the best shows
Does
that
it
I've
take you
seen
back?
in a minute.
Wow.
No, not even that. Yo, Daniel becomes the a-hole.
The roles reverse.
Absolutely. All right, so let
Because
me
he's successful now.
let me
right?
paint the picture on this. This and it is, but they laugh
So
at
Daniel
themselves.
turns into Drake.
This is what happens. All right, so basically the dude he like never recovers from like losing the tournament. which that's hilarious.
40 years ago, right?
So this is hilarious to
It's
begin
a
with.
lot of dudes like that.
Right. He's still driving the Firebird, son.
Oh,
So he's still living in the same complex. He's getting drunk every day. He's ruined his marriage, and he's taking odd jobs in drywall. Like
Wow.
that sets it up. Daniel Russo owns like this high-end car dealership, and he's like, "I'm gonna kick prices down," and he's like, "Hiya, pow!" And like he sells bonsai trees to he gives bonsai trees to everybody who buys a car, right? So this is how they're laughing at themselves, right? So then, but Daniel Russo is like, "Yo, I'm successful, I'm big time, whatever." Da da da. The dude comes and he's like, his Firebird breaks down.
he had to go see Daniel.
So he had to go see Daniel. So he walks in like, yo, my car broke down, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Daniel was looking at him like, yo, man, this is my guy, this is Johnny, da da da, whatever. But then come to find out, like, the dude's son wants to learn karate. So then he ends up opening up Cobra Kai. And Daniel Russo's like, no, he's teaching these kids wrong. But the dude actually has turned around his life and is like, nah, I want to teach the kids the right way. Daniel's like, no, you not. I hate you, blah, blah, blah. So these Bama's are getting ready to fight. They're 50-something years old, right? But mind you, so it's little things like that when you're watching it, it's hilarious. But it's like they're making fun of themselves, but it's a real story intertwined in there with like the new kids that actually come in.
Right.
So like they actually got really like real karate kids in the
That's
joint.
funny, man.
And these guys, and they talk about bullying. They talk about all the stuff that's going on now. Like there's like this heavy set girl, and like she's going through it because they post pictures of her as a pig, and like like crazy
Social
stuff.
issues and all that kind of
Exactly,
stuff.
yeah. So it's real, but it intertwines with everything, and it becomes great. But then Daniel LaRusso's wife, she's like, y'all know y'all like 50, right? She's like, why are y'all even fighting about the tournament? Like, this has happened so long ago. Like, who cares? Like, and I mean, I'm telling. But then Daniel ends up giving this Bama a car. Like, but because he sells like Ferraris and stuff. So like, this is crazy. It's the whole thing. I'm telling you.
I was wondering like how would you start the joint?
Wait a minute.
It got renewed for a second season.
Wait a minute. He kicked the shit out of him that hard for his life to stop at this tournament?
Because the show opens up, this man was on the floor with like a Jack Daniels bottle, like, like
Looking like Roy Jones.
oh, it's hilarious.
Skeleton suit on. And shit.
Like every guy thinks about their old ex, like the exes they probably did wrong.
Yeah.
And like she probably popping pills and all kinds of stuff now,
Right.
son. You probably
Yep. Yep.
especially if you don't follow her on Facebook and that,
Right.
she probably doing bad, son.
Really?
Like, everybody
Oh,
thinks
man.
about
Dog.
this.
Yeah, and you be hoping you be like, yeah, I know she messed up in life.
She probably like 5 baby daddies.
Yeah, she better not succeed.
But look, you be mad, but you the one that did it wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, see, I cheat on you for a reason.
It's not logical.
It's very Drake-like.
I know.
So, good segue. Good segue. Good segue.
Nice
Good
for what?
segue. Good segue. So, you listen. CB, you heard this Drake album? We listen.
Yeah.
Marcus, you ever
I
yet?
haven't heard it.
Ooh.
Not yet. But talk about it.
Yeah, no.
I heard
there's
it.
no spoiler alert. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
I heard it many times.
So I'll give my opinion first.
Force myself to get
So I've listened to it. I listened to it clean through the first. I mean, you always got to give it a second listen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because first of all, it's 25 tracks. I've been spoiled for the past 4 weeks with 7 tracks
I've
from
been
Kanye.
cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I told y'all
with
about the
7
double
tracks.
album.
I've been.
I tried to tell y'all about
We
the
were
double
talking about
album.
that. We talked about
Son,
double
I
album
tried to
curse.
pull the seven tracks, though, son.
when it comes
I've
to hating
been
on the double album.
living life great with the past 4 or 5 weeks with 7 tracks.
Yeah.
Like, man, this is
Beyonce
great.
AJ gave me 9. I was
I was
like,
like,
it's cool.
that's fine. Bonus tracks.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
take
out.
2 bonus tracks.
Yeah, I'm good.
But I've been good. And this Bama drops 25 tries. Like, that's a lot of Drake to get through. But you know what? I'm going to listen to it. So I'm listening. And my first critique about the album that I came to, and I went to him.
Yeah.
After I heard it, I was like, you know what? Pusha T's Story of Adidon has to be the greatest response or battle rhyme I've ever
Yes.
to make this man change his whole focus of his album
Yep.
to respond to questions about, and it's not even like it's one track. It's sprinkled throughout the whole album about everything that Pusha T said, to the point where this man the last track 25, March 14th, he's talking to his son.
Yeah.
He's like, I wasn't hiding you from the world, I was hiding the world from you, or whatever. He was like, I'm like, man, Pusha done made this man
Bare soul and shit.
everything. Everything. He didn't dress the blackface because he already did that on Instagram.
Right.
But everything Pusha was like, blah, blah, blah. Drake was like, he rewrote the whole album. That's what it seemed like, except Nice for What and the God's Plan.
Yeah.
That's a good assessment though. It kind of felt like he did, bro.
It's just like, really?
Especially in that first half, yeah.
Right.
That first disc is kind of like, damn, all right, cool, all right, bro. Like, pull your pants up.
It's gonna be okay.
Right. So, which makes me think that we all know it was fake, but this whole this Jay Prince thing talking about Drake's got a song that's going to end Pusha and Kanye's career. I'm
He
like,
ain't had that joint.
not with
I think he did.
I don't think he
I think he did. This is the
I
reason
think
why
he had a song. I don't think.
I don't think
it was
he wasn't gonna end no
he had a super ugly.
I don't
He
think-
didn't have a.
I don't think it was that good. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it was that good.
Yeah.
I think it was the stuff that he said would have got Pusha T's shooters. Like, because he was like, it's not about Drake. I just know what Pusha T's gonna do.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I know Pusha T's
And,
got real dudes around him.
Yeah.
And that's another thing with Drake. The only way he could have won that or went back at him, it had to be very, very disrespectful.
And
he
like,
had to take-
It ain't that type of guy.
And
like I
see-
said, honestly, I think he slept with his wife. I'm
I was
not
about
gonna
to
lie.
say-
I think it was something.
Or he had
that
to take Pusha's mama shopping or something like that. He had to do something
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying.
Crazy,
Yeah,
man.
Because
yeah,
Pusha is an open book.
Yeah.
yeah. And I think he would have went there though. I
He
think
just got
Drake
a
would have went
video
there.
where he just walk up to his mom and hand him like a stack.
Right.
Put his arm around
And
her,
then say,
smile.
and then say God's plan.
You know, then 6ix9ine walk in the background like
Pee Wee Kirkland in the back.
Legend in two sports, son.
Have you've seen Color Purple, right?
yeah.
Okay, so my reference to this was when Drake heard Added On. It was like when they were at the little juke joint.
Yep.
And they slapped she slapped Miss Sophia.
Yep.
And like, whoop, time to go.
Yep.
Like Drake was like, yep,
Close
nope,
the piano
close the
case
book,
and everything.
Wrap it up,
nope, wrap it up. We gotta refocus. Yeah. Pusha was like, I'm gonna peel back layers slowly. It's like out summer.
I got more.
Surgical
I got
summer.
more.
Yeah. Yeah. But see, this is the thing. I like Drake's album. The reason why I liked it, and I think that was one of the best albums, it was better than anything that came out from Kanye. It's the reason why. Because he set up himself for success. You can't say nothing about the guy that has Michael Jackson on it.
So I knew that
And
was
it's a track that nobody ever heard Michael Jackson sing.
Yeah.
So it's like, it sounds like new Michael Jackson.
Yo.
I thought it was
like,
a dream at first. I was like, what the dream
Exactly.
doing? And I was like, oh no, that's the Michael Jackson
I
track
thought,
they was talking about.
it was what's his name? I'm a star boy. That guy.
Oh,
Weekend.
Weekend. I thought it was Weekend.
Shout out to Phil for looking like the weekday. I just want
Yeah.
it's more like Wednesday, son.
Thursday, right before the weekend. Right before the weekend.
That's wrong. Son.
Exactly. No, I got.
Hey, son, come back on this dude. Son. Come back on this dude, son.
That was out of nowhere. I'm gonna take that.
Hey, come back on Jada Kiss over here.
Hey, look, but hold on, you get mad. You gave me the oops, huh? You got this Steve Nasty for me.
That's
You know
why
what I'm
he
saying?
trying to hide it though.
He definitely did. Yeah. It was a no look too. Yeah.
I was hoping they cut that out of the highlight when they show it on Sports
Hey,
Center.
Phil be like, man, cut that part out.
We were doing voice. So hey, shout out to Phil. Looking like new money.
Pull up that rough skins.
That's gonna be like a bad voiceover, like
Right.
UPN.
Like a BT movie. Oh, like, I cannot watch Boys in the Hood or Men's Society
Oh,
on
my
BT,
God.
dog. That joint
It's a
so
good
boring.
movie on there.
Hey
Like,
man,
this
what the
movie
flick is going on?
See, dog, no,
Ricky don't die.
Mickey Figgy, yes.
Ricky don't die in the drive-by.
Look at these sausage heads. What are you talking about right now? Yeah? What type of garbage is this?
Yeah, that's why I was looking at what's
So
the
real,
Do the Right
though.
Thing in the episode with the scene when Radio Raheem's in the store. He's like, man, give me the Mickey Figgy batteries.
Right.
Mickey Figgy though. Man.
Yeah.
That word has never been uttered before that.
You can tell the dub guys was like, what can go in this? Mithy, thick.
Right.
It's
like in a completely different tone too.
Yeah. Syllable count is good. Approved. Like,
In real life, some dude named Mickey Figgy. Like, man,
Say something. Say anything. Right?
Hey,
What did I ever do to these people?
a random thought though, son. Do you know anybody still named Dick? Like anybody that's under 20, somebody named Dick. That name is extinct now, dog.
Right.
it has to be because
It has to be, son.
it always follows up with a pause.
Yeah, you can
They're
never
like-
name your kid Dick anymore.
He's not gonna get picked on basketball. Like everybody's gonna be like, "Yo, I want Dick."
Yeah.
The whole team just looks at you and is like, "Pause."
Your emoji when the people calls an eggplant.
You can't. Nobody can be named Dick no more, dog.
You're like, "Hey, wait a minute! Oh, this is bad."
Like
You know those parents hate them
Oh my god!
at this point.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Man, you have to be a horrible parent to name your kid Dick now, dog.
Richard something Jones the fourth. It's like you couldn't have stopped it.
Yeah.
You just kept
We
it
get in
going.
that one generation. before.
4 dicks. Like, come on, man.
4 Dick Strong. Generation by generation.
It's the worst,
I
man.
thought about that. I was like, nobody else's name. It's like Dicks are all old people now.
Yeah.
All these old dicks everywhere.
Right.
You know,
And is there any?
it's like the locker room of LA
Have you
Fitness.
ever?
Oh yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
hey, hey.
Smells like Andy Griffith.
But look, have you ever met a black dude named Dick? I've never met a black guy named Dick.
Richard Sherman's just not there yet.
Right.
True. Yeah, I guess you would have.
But yeah, no.
Technically.
I don't
Richard Jefferson.
I don't know a lot of black dicks. See, this conversation can go bad.
Go anywhere.
This is the reason why nobody names stuff like this because it
Right.
goes, it can go bad.
Yeah, man.
It's like,
So speaking of Scorpion,
All you had to say, speaking of dicks, right? So the nigga Drake, right?
nice for what?
CB, what's your take on Scorpion?
It's all the Drake projects take a little bit of time for me. Like,
I
I got like things that I completely dismissed my first couple listens through tend to grow or whatever.
Right.
But my first listen through, I was like, I still like Nice for What better than every song on here.
Yeah.
And then I
And
listened through it
God's
again,
Plan,
and I was like, okay, well, the song with Jay-Z's kind of tough. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, and yeah, the song with Michael, that's cool.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things where if the thing is like my brother refers, he's like, yeah, you like some of the Drake rap and stuff, but you don't care for Aubrey. And I was like, yeah, that's
Exactly.
it. Like,
That's
that's a mood that I generally don't have. Right. So those are all skip tracks for me for the most part.
It's like the whole second album.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought the R&B stuff was a little better.
But that's the thing. Some of the stuff, like, I'm not saying it's not any good. It's just not my thing. That's all.
right.
That's
Yeah.
all. Like, Bomani Jones tweeted out, he was like, Drake is one of these artists that puts out really good music that I just don't care about. And
that's real.
And like,
very true.
that's kind of what some of the
very
stuff
true.
is.
My thing is the whole he does
the
a lot of
bangers are
trap
bangers.
beats. He picks a lot of trap beats. So
Yeah.
then at a certain point, it's like, oh my god, it's the same. It's like a Chuck Brown album. Same as one. Like here we go. We're on track 6 already. But
see, that's how I kind of felt about some of Kanye stuff, like the Kanye and Kid and Cudi joint.
Yeah.
Kids See
Oh,
Ghosts.
I love that.
I love the hell out of
I
that.
love that.
But you
joint,
had, I don't know. It just, I don't know, man. I feel like I just rushed to rehab after
I
listening.
was going through a depressed state in my life when I heard Kids See
caused-
Ghosts. I'm like,
it
damn.
caused
No, no.
Phil to give up carbs, guys.
Exactly.
Like,
After I
Like-
saw Ghosts, I was like, I need to see Keto.
Like, son, I'm
that's
done.
our new project, Keto See Ghost.
Exactly.
Hey,
Exactly.
no, I tweeted out. I was like, man, Drake is what is it? Oh, Drake is the what's the chick? Taylor Swift, son.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Dog,
I agree.
Think about it,
And-
man.
I agree.
If he dates you, then you're gonna be in the song, bro.
I
You
agree.
got the lyrics talking about I don't know how to help you get over me. I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I started laughing out loud. I was like, that is Drake shit right there. Like,
Yeah.
that is actually Drake shit.
You
Like,
know how to get over him? Listen to Add It On.
Right.
this deadbeat dad over here.
Deadbeat dad. He even says, he's like, my whole intentions wasn't to be a deadbeat dad. Like, damn.
I mean, my thing
Push
is
it.
this.
There's the elephant.
But Drake, to me,
really
Drake is
intense.
going to be like way more successful because I had to break it down. All right, so Drake lost the battle, but he won the war. Like,
It would be hard to beat him in the war anyway.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna
Because-
win.
He's got the army that he's got.
right,
They have it's different. It's just completely different.
Drake's fan base is women. So they were smart by cutting it off, obviously, because
Yeah.
Pusha was going after the women at that point.
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
deadbeat
most
dad and all that.
definitely. Sure.
And then at that point,
Yep.
he knows Drake's in recording now.
Yep.
They're like, you can't get caught up in this battle right now, and this man is just tearing you
Right,
apart.
you got
Like,
3 weeks to your album come
Yeah,
out.
you need to refocus on
can't-
his album. Like
you can't make
refocus. I mean,
nice for
rewrite
what,
your whole album.
and you're not paying child support.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
So I was out of the country when
you just gonna stun on us
it's
like
flag,
that.
little flag, flag.
You see how you just
When
stand
it-
on us? So I was
know
in
what happened
Landover when the
exactly.
joint came out. What?
Hey, but
How
though,
did the beef end?
that's funny though. When you out the country, though, you have no
Exactly.
recollection of none of this stuff. Like, I don't
Beyonce
even care
and Jay
about
put out
this.
an album, like a whole bunch of shit happened. There was like that was
was
the world
actually
was
a pretty
totally
decent
different
album. It's a pretty decent album.
from when I left.
Hey, actually, I kind of dogged the joint at first.
It's
What?
pretty
I actually
decent
like
album.
the joint though.
What,
the
the
Jay
Drake?
Beyonce joint.
Oh, JB. Oh, yeah.
I
That's
actually like
pretty
that
dope
joint.
I'm
dog.
trying
It's
to tell
pretty-
you, dude.
Yeah, it's
Jay
pretty
and Beyonce.
They
And
got
when-
the algorithm. They
and then-
got the
and then
algorithm.
And then the 8-inch joint when they at the video,
Yeah.
Yeah.
crazy.
To rent out. First of all, they said.
I said, how much it cost to rent that joint?
and they
Nah.
said it was like only couple. Well, for them, it's like only 35,000,
Right.
whatever. But
That's all.
But a lot of people don't understand that was a comeback to Kanye
yeah, it was
because
kinda like
Kanye and Kim tried to rent the Louvre to get married, and they told them no.
oh wow,
But Jay and Beyonce got enough pull to make a video in their joint.
Yeah.
you know.
So there you go.
Hey, I mean, well, one person's on TV talking about
Sneak
slavery is
this.
an issue. Well, I mean, it was a choice, and the other person's just out there making records or whatever. So I mean,
But all right. So what happened to end the Pusha T? How did they?
oh, you want to know
come
how
to
it ended?
amends?
Oh,
I know with
'cause-
Jay Prince, but
because I'm
what
saying
happened
because
after
Jay
that?
Prince got up there and just like I told him to stay out the mud. You can't get in the mud with the pigs, and you can't.
I mean, who's saying Pusha T don't got another record?
I'm hoping he just says
Did
No,
he,
Pusha
did
T
he
said-
come out saying I'm not going?
Yeah,
to
he said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
said-
said.
yeah,
He,
he did a
went
Drink Champs
on.
joint.
He went on Big Boy.
Okay.
And he was just like, yeah. He was like, it's done. He was like, it. You know.
If he comes back with something, he's like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, but
He was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, but hey, man, is it me or dude? To Pusha T and Rick Ross put out the best albums together, though.
Hey.
they said, man,
All the dog, every joint.
Yeah.
Them joints bang though. son.
Rick Ross is a product because he picks great beats.
He does.
That's very true.
Rick Ross's beats, you'd be
Yeah.
like, damn, like the whole the Justice League, man.
Yeah,
they
put,
like
they put him on though.
everything Rick Ross was out. That's Justice League based. Like, damn, like I'm listening to the beat more. I'm listening to him. Like, oh damn, this beat is great. It's like, oh, Rick Ross is on it too.
Deeper than rap, yeah.
Oh my, all the Maybach music joints.
Yeah.
He's such a really I guess proficient rapper that you forget while you listening to it.
Yeah.
What he's saying, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? You just hearing the music
Slim.
it all together.
Dog, with him, yeah,
Not really paying
whenever,
attention to what he's saying.
dog, whenever him and Push on the joint, man.
Oh, it's
Just
just
God, yeah.
the joint. Even though, yeah,
Yeah. Dog, the joint on that first Pusha joint, yeah. That Barrymore said, build a school in Ethiopia, I should enroll myself, yeah. Come on,
yo,
son.
yeah, that's dope. Real quick on James. So the Ape Shit joint. It's a Pharrell track. Like, I didn't even realize that Pharrell produced. I was like, who produced this joint? Is banging. I was like, Pharrell did that?
Hey, but did you know you hit a reference track to the Migos? Migos on the joint.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there?
the Migos on the original version.
Yeah.
Man. It's the Migos
That
song.
was,
I gotta
that was a
realize-
Migos song.
It was the Migos song. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking Pharrell did the joint for the Migos,
And then took
Yeah.
and then they did the stir fry joint instead. Yeah.
Yep.
and just you okay.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Cause you hear that background, you hear that
I hear-
the ad-libs in the background. Yeah.
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 What about the Nas
Crazy.
joint?
I like the Nas.
I
joints,
like the
man.
Nas. Have you learned it yet?
Yeah,
Man.
I previewed them all. I didn't buy any of them.
I hated
but-
the Nas joint.
Previewed them all.
See, I don't like the Nas joint. Yeah.
I hated the Nas joint. You want to know why? Because it sounds like old black dude music. It sounds like you gotta have a sweatsuit on and have soul
But
crack
that's
at
what
some
Nas
point in your
does.
life.
Nas
too.
makes
Like,
you
Nas is Nas.
Nas
though.
will make you put on the Puma,
it
velvet,
just didn't
whatever.
sound right. It's not an album that I'm gonna replay. Nas don't have hits no more, and that's what I miss about Nas.
But
I
is it-
miss the hits.
does he chase hits though? That's
He
the
never
thing.
did.
I miss the hits though. Like, come on, if I ruled the world joint.
Oh, but that's
If-
that was a conscious track
Yeah.
that had Lauryn Hill, the hottest person.
But
Right,
that's
at
what
that
I'm saying.
time, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, go ahead, come out with that. Like, to me, it took away from it for him to be aligned with Kanye. To me, that's what took it.
See, now I'm gonna tell you another thing with Kanye though, man. What hurt me was the Tiana Taylor album, man. When I found out how that joint how it was made though.
They just
No.
cut half the album, like they just rushed it out, right?
Yeah, and
No,
she
but
said she didn't even know the joint came out.
Yeah.
No, but you know they're trying to re-release it.
Yeah, they're
With all the
supposed to
samples
re-release
and
it. Yeah,
everything. Because
I'm like-
they didn't have them cleared.
Wow.
I'm like, dog, you are screwing
It's actually
up her
it's a dope
career,
album,
son.
too, though.
Yeah, for her, that was supposed to be like her big grandstand though. Son.
yeah. The album is actually
He
pretty
took it
good
trying
though.
to make it
It's not. I was not bad.
Yeah.
But it was just that you
It's
could
incomplete.
tell
Yeah.
that it wasn't what she really wanted to put out.
First of all, they put it out at 10 o'clock at night. Like I was mad they put nine. I was
what
like,
I'm
where are
saying,
these
bro.
albums? I've been waiting all damn.
But then you at Queensbridge for the release party.
everybody
and-
else got ranches
and Kanye sitting up there, and like Kanye looks crazy at all these release parties. Like everybody's jumping around, and he's just, it's just
meds.
weird.
Right.
On
Yeah,
the
man.
meds.
Hey, speaking of, let's just go back to the Drake joint real quick, yeah. So Cass from Flavor 2 had the funniest tweet about Drake joint. Yeah? He was like, "This is Drake's blueprint too," yeah. And I was like, "Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a good assessment, yeah."
Because Blueprint 2 wasn't all that good.
Nah.
It was just
It was,
Double album.
it was bits and pieces.
Double album.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could have took all the hits, like they did with the Blueprint 2.1. They put all
Triple
the
album. Is that?
Oh
yeah,
my
that's
God.
what they should have did.
condensed it.
Yeah. Now you can't really go good doing a double album, son.
No.
So y'all
Well,
think
I
Drake's
will
run is
say,
over?
this is a good, huh?
You think just run is over?
Who,
Drake?
Drake's?
Yeah.
Nah, he's still
Because
got
this
the
is still
lady.
going to have the success.
He's still
This
got
is
the
still
ladies.
going
I
to
mean,
have
he's
the
still
success.
look, he's still gonna do numbers.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
still gonna do.
yeah.
But just because he,
He's still a great writer too. I'm gonna give him that.
And there are still going to be people out there that believe that this is great.
yeah, nah,
So,
real talk.
You know,
So,
so,
I'm two of the best double albums I heard. We talked about it before. Was Biggie's joint "Life After Death." I can listen to both discs,
I forgot though.
Equally,
beginning
yeah.
to end.
Yeah.
And then Pac's "All Eyes on Me."
Yeah, yeah. Oh, nah, Wu-Tang Forever too.
Well, okay,
I was gonna say that's probably the best out of all of
Wu-Tang
those.
Forever,
though.
yeah.
my favorite mixtape
As far
is
as
a
hip
double
hop
disc.
goes.
yeah.
Drought 3. I don't skip anything on there.
Banger those.
So
Yeah.
speaking of Pac, Pac was West Coast bit in his career, and it's a great segue into L.A. lot of
Yeah.
so when we release this on Friday, this will be old news, but it's new to us right now.
Right,
So,
yeah.
Oh man.
LeBron just made a big move.
Yeah, we catching it live though. Like,
Yeah, this is live reaction. This is real.
And we
real
have a
stuff.
Lakers fan in the building, so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, look, I haven't watched Lakers in 2
It was
years
God's
since
plan,
Kobe
right?
left,
It was God's
It was
plan.
God's
to have
It
you-
was. Shout out to Drake, man. I'm back on the Drake team.
Right.
Yeah, Drake, you alright with me, bro. I kind of feel like Drake and LeBron James have the same career, son.
Right.
Yeah. That's real talk. Yep.
I do. Whenever I
Yep.
think of Drake, I think of LeBron James. Son.
Yep.
They parallel each other though.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
It's a good assessment.
I'm not gonna lie to you. LeBron's gonna look dope in
Purple
the
and
black.
dope. Yeah.
Nah, but in the black
The
joint
black.
Yeah.
and the yellow, and I'm looking forward to the LeBrons coming out in black and yellow.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
That's
already
gonna
a
be
shoe in the
nasty.
make.
Oh,
It'll be out.
yeah,
It'll be out in 2
yeah,
weeks.
yeah.
Exactly.
He pro-
And,
look, and this
from
why-
all these reports, they're saying that Kawhi's trying to get there now, too.
Oh,
So
he's trying to get there.
it's
too.
like
Yeah.
trying hard
He
now.
wants to be there.
Yeah.
Are you mad
Like
that Paul
Kawhi-
George didn't sign?
I was shocked Paul George didn't sign.
I
I wasn't really mad. I was just shocked. Like, damn, I need. Nobody had him staying with OKC.
Right.
Nobody had him staying.
I
they're-
kind
they're
of thought
bringing
that
it
he
back.
would because of what Russ said.
He did have that comment
Yeah,
at
'cause-
the end of the year.
What did Russ say?
Because Russ was like, "Yo, we build a partnership, we build a brotherhood, yada yada yada, and all that." And they were kind of like going back and forth with each other, like, "Yo, like we are, we."
And
together."
apparently they real cool, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're like best friends,
Going
like,
out like
Yeah.
to clubs and shit and
Yeah.
doing all that.
Doing everything you can do in OKC.
Yeah.
dressing in dumb outfits.
Yeah.
So does Melo
Wait for-
stay?
He
Yeah,
opted in.
he opted in. No,
Yeah.
Melo was
Because he had so much money and
he had
that player
27
opted.
mil on the table, dog. He
Yeah.
wasn't gonna
Yeah,
leave
yeah.
that.
He wasn't doing the LeBron turning 34 down. He was like 26 or whatever it is. Like, yeah, let me get that.
Yeah.
I can buy a lot of hoodies.
Well, because he knew he wasn't gonna get that anyway.
yeah, no, yeah,
But-
exactly.
Now, in normal circumstances, that team would be a championship caliber team.
The West is going to
But
be
it's
a lot
the
of
West
fun.
though, and
But
like
the-
the West is crazy now.
Well, it's also the way that he plays iso ball, so like everything has to run through Melo. And the team doesn't run like that. So I see what's going to end up happening. They're going to buy out Melo. If Melo comes back and plays like he did last season, they're going to buy out Melo.
And he's already talking about he's not coming on the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what really he should be doing.
He right.
Because you can run
Absolutely.
the entire second team through him.
Yes.
And that'd be
Yeah.
fine.
And
You'd be
it'd be
good.
great.
No, yeah.
He'd
Look,
be
Melo,
6th
you
man
gonna
of the year, easy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Melo, you get 25 to 30 minutes, if that. You know what I'm saying? You might
Still
close
be-
out the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably still essentially getting starter minutes.
Right.
He's just
Yep.
coming off the bench.
Right.
CP went back to Houston. I didn't think they was gonna give him a max deal since he's injury prone.
Right.
But they tied the money up with him. They lost the Reza.
Yeah.
Is that? I mean,
Reese's just chasing
they
the
were
check.
literally one quarter
and
away
getting
from
ready to lose Capella.
Capella.
Oh, yeah. Somebody will give him a bag, man.
Well, no,
Yeah.
the Lakers.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So-
he's in talks with the Lakers now.
So we need to figure because this is like the whole
there you go.
putting the pieces together thing. We knew when Miami came together. We knew it was LeBron, Wade, and Bosh.
Yeah.
We didn't know anything else.
Yeah.
And then that's what's kind of exciting right now about basketball. We don't know what else is coming with this Lakers team.
Yeah,
Bruh.
yeah.
It's
It's gonna be so many big. I like the rookie they picked up from Michigan. I like his games, man. The big
yeah.
Wagner, or whatever.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that dude, man. He's a better version of Brooke Lopez. Yeah.
LeBron
Shout
is
out
back
to
on the
Brooke.
team with IT again, by the way.
Yeah, I know, hilarious, right?
Right.
Do you think they ship him out?
IT might be done, I think, because I think he.
Was it only
Yeah,
a
it
1 year
was
deal?
Yeah, the
It
one
was
year
one
deal,
year
he
deal.
done.
It was
Yeah,
one
yeah, he
year.
done. He a free agent.
Speaking of that trade, like that, the fact that LeBron, I guess, GM those trades earlier in the year actually opened cap space up
Yep.
for him to go to the Lakers.
That's
Yeah.
actually
You know what I'm
pretty-
saying? This dude is on some like,
Yeah, he
That
can't. Yo, you know what though?
Wow.
I did not think about
I
that
ain't
at
he
all.
Jedi mind tricked himself.
Wow,
Oh,
man,
son, he
that's
definitely
never
did
thought
though,
about
bro.
that.
Marcus, what did they
That's
have
what
on
I'm
this
saying.
cruise ship?
yo,
I'm about to say, I didn't hear him get on Twitter and say that. Somebody else say that real quick.
nah, but
Cause you look at it, yeah, cause they got Larry Nance and Jordan Clarkson, and then they got them off the books, you know.
They freed up the books for this man. Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
IT went over there. He was only 1 year.
exactly.
Damn, son.
We over here like that meme, that one joint with the dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's
You don't
real
need a
suspect.
clear-
Every time I see them man like cover their mouth when they
Exactly.
talking.
Right.
And look, like when LeBron was like, look, man, I'm coming over here. Told Lonzo, look, I'm coming over here, son. Just hold it down. I'll be over here.
Right.
So when he just dropped that knowledge on me, I felt like the whole Kevin Hart, she ain't got no nipples. Right there. I was like, oh,
Exactly.
that's crazy.
Some
though.
usual suspects.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
I've been saying this, and I said it before we started rolling, but I really just hope that Lonzo gets moved
To
for the
Cleveland.
sole fact that I won't be able to stand LeVar talking about how Lonzo carried Kawhi
Yeah,
and
I
LeBron
can't,
to a
yeah, I
championship,
can't.
because it'd be like,
First of all, hey,
Would it
LeBron,
shock you if he stays?
It would. I got a feeling Lonzo's out of there though.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, I got a feeling he's out of there.
And
man.
plus he's injured too. Like that whole thing, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not good trade bait at this point. I mean, somebody might.
I think
I think
probably.
somebody will pick him up.
Not,
Somebody
but
This is a rookie
everyone wants
Golden
Kuzma.
State.
go. So what Cleveland can do? I mean, Cleveland. Oof, let me get that. Sorry, LeBron. What the Lakers can do? Swaggy P is out there. He can probably come off the bench. They're gonna need bench scoring, and that's what the issue with Cleveland. They didn't have any bench scoring.
Yeah.
Yep.
Outside of the Henny and Jr. But they're gonna need bench scoring. They're gonna need who's the big man right now?
They got Randall still.
I mean, but you
But I
got
think he's
Well,
option, though.
he already said, he was like, yo, I
Yeah.
don't want to
Yeah.
be here anymore.
can they get Kawhi and keep Kuzma and
I
what's
feel
the
like they got. I feel like if they
Ingram.
get Kawhi, they gotta give Kuzma.
Yeah, I think
It's-
that's the
it's
holdup.
either one or the other. Kuzma
Yeah.
or Ingram.
do you give up both for Kawhi?
You might have to. That's the problem. You might have to.
It's worth. I think it'd be worth it though.
I think it'd be worth it too.
I think it is because Kuzma, like, his game is going to develop, but it's going to take too much time.
Right, and LeBron ain't got time.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's got
30,
3
LeBron be
years.
35 in December.
Yeah,
He's got 3 years for sure, and then the fourth one's a player option.
option. Which I was
So,
surprised he signed
yeah.
such a long deal though.
Same here. 50
Well,
million.
that's the only way he was going to be able to go and get that
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Right.
Because Magic's not playing. Magic's like, yo, like,
Magic said if he didn't get any free agents, he would step down.
Yeah.
But this is the thing right here. This is shout out to Jared Jack. I wouldn't mind. He would be a great option coming
I
off
would
the
love
veteran
for Jared
point
to go. I would
guard.
love for Jared
Yes.
to go to LA, man.
Yep.
That'd be a good chance for him
Yep.
to get a ring, possibly.
Yes.
Yep.
But he's right now. I mean, he's done with the Knicks,
Yeah.
so you get him. You get him at veteran minimum. Let him play. Let him come off the bench. I mean, you saw what he did with the Knicks team.
I think Jared would be cool in LA too. I think Jared have a blast in LA. Yeah.
hey,
I would definitely go visit. Hey Jack, if you go to LA, I'll come, son.
Jared, we on the plane right now.
Oh, yes, we're flying out there. You don't even have to buy us tickets, dog. We
out there.
buy our own tickets. We just want to come to LA, son.
Exactly.
and I wouldn't even be mad if they picked up Vince Carter.
This thing.
No,
But no, he's a Vince
Let
Carter
him
fan,
be
though.
their
I'm
Richard
a Vince
Jefferson.
fan, though. I wouldn't mind if Vince come
but
on the bench. Though.
the reason why I say that is because one, you gonna have them dunks that's gonna kind of because think about Showtime with Vince Carter now.
Now you know, but you know who Vince Carter would be? He would be Richard Jefferson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Richard Jefferson would say what he was like. If I hit a 3 and got a dunk, I was good for the night.
that's what I'm
And that's
saying.
exactly what
Yeah.
Vince can do for you.
Exactly,
Vince can do
yeah.
the exact same thing.
But I mean, think about it. This dude's still going between the legs at 40, 41,
Crazy.
Great. I mean,
which is ridiculous.
Pause, but yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
Someone named Dick over here.
well, you just said Dick Jefferson.
He definitely did.
Yeah, we brought it all the way around.
Who knew that Richard Jefferson would make the podcast? Who knew? This is the joy. This is the joy of randomness, man.
Yeah.
Slick Watts, man.
Slick Watts.
Hey, no, so we started. We was thinking about doing a segment where we just think about forgotten basketball players. Dog.
Why not?
Like
Go
yeah,
for it,
like
go
we
for
would just highlight Vernon Fleming,
Right.
Pooh Richardson. You know?
Exactly.
Hey, listen.
it. Michael Cage. Michael Cage. Michael Cage.
Michael
Oh, we got broken news.
Yeah, let's see. Caldwell Pope returning to the Lakers.
Of course.
Yeah.
Who's leaving the Lakers at this point?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Besides Julius Randle, your spot is up, dog.
Yeah.
right.
Hey, son, it just gets me how they do the graphics already with LeBron and the
Yeah.
Lakers
Yeah,
jersey.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And I'm a graphics dude, so I'm like, I know that it's possible, but I'm like, this quick?
Yeah.
no.
Like, they had this at the beginning of the last season.
Yeah, they had that joint ready, man.
Yeah.
That joint was in the bag, man.
Gee.
And you know his son.
Yeah, signed on.
Yeah.
So that was,
They were
the writings
saying that
on the
was
wall.
kind of like
writings
a
was on the
That was a
giveaway.
giveaway, yeah.
Well, people was thinking that was either that or the Clippers, because the Clippers was ready to get him, give him the bag too, and
I
be
mean,
like,
but
yo,
you don't
you
want
could
to be
play-
there at the second team in LA.
Nah.
They was getting ready to be like, yo, you be the player and GM, like,
Right.
like,
They would have gave him the house, though.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the
they-
thing.
Yeah.
So if he would,
And
the
Doc
Clippers could
Rivers.
have either one of those LA teams would have ended up getting him and Kawhi. They both got the money to get both.
yeah.
But that's
I
as
mean,
of right now,
the ticket has just got my money, though.
are they a
Oh, yeah.
championship team?
Nah.
No.
Nope.
Now,
Maybe-
but
maybe-
once they get Kawhi,
Yeah.
I mean, well, say they get Kawhi.
Still
They
not.
still in the West.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I'd give them a
the
shot.
West is crazy.
That's
bro.
why
I'd
I'm
give him a
shocked
shot.
he went to the West.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
It was a challenge for him. I think he was like, you know what? I'll take the challenge, man. And I think that's what it was.
Because he knows that
Yeah.
if they can come out of the West, they're gonna win the
He
title.
good. Yeah, if they come out the West,
That's
he
all.
good.
That's what he's got to do.
But I also heard that wasn't he trying to recruit KD?
He was.
Yeah.
He was,
Yeah.
but then KD was like, "Nah, I'm staying."
you tripping.
Yeah.
Now, Katie's
Katie's like, I can't have like two fan bases hate.
Well,
my
that's
guns.
that's,
Right.
that's LeBron's MO though, right? Like he joins the teams he can beat or brings in.
That's KD's
his-
motive.
Yeah.
That's
Nah, I mean, but even LeBron when he went to Miami, I mean, he wasn't gonna beat Miami.
But I gotta-
if you know. Go ahead.
Oh,
But see,
I'm sorry.
KD wants to be better than LeBron, son. He wants more chips than LeBron. He wants.
He could get.
Yeah.
He could.
Yeah,
Because
and that- but that-
he's looked
He
at
can
as
get a
the
couple
second
with
guy.
LeBron and go back.
he's
to
always
Golden
looked at as the second
In
guy.
this generation, he's the second guy.
I think he'll always be the second guy. It just no matter what.
Dang, did you Jay-Z him, son? You always be number
State.
two.
Oh, you don't know this guy got that.
No, so
'Cause you're talking about impact.
Jordan has 6 rings, right? Bill
So-
Russell got more, right?
Right.
So
Exactly.
KD's
Who's,
not, son?
who's still the best? Who do we consider the best player ever played the game?
Let's
Jordan.
even talk about Kobe.
See, now I'm about to say this, right?
Kobe and LeBron.
So this is what I don't like though. We always say how Kobe emulated Michael Jordan, right?
Yeah.
And we agree that Michael Jordan is the greatest player ever, right? So what if he emulated him, he's second to him, why can't he be over LeBron?
Because he's just not as good as the original.
You know what it is? No, because people just don't like Kobe.
There-
That's all it is, dog.
There is some of
People
that.
just don't like Kobe.
But
man.
I honestly don't think from a how they affected the game standpoint. Like I'll take LeBron over Kobe all day, just from that
Well,
standpoint.
you also got to look at it like this: like LeBron is Michael Jackson, Kobe is Prince. Kobe didn't make like Kobe is technically better because he can do a lot of stuff.
And
LeBron
he has
affected
all
the
the
I
game.
would go the other way, honestly, because I would think LeBron is more like Prince, from the standpoint of having assists, having an all around
Well,
game.
about Prince
I'm
game.
thinking about popularity
Okay.
of like how he like literally
I
affected
see
the
what you're
game.
saying. All right.
Because like Prince technically is better than Michael, but Michael had a bigger impact because
Yeah.
of what he did and how his relationships and different things and all that. You know what I mean? So
And for sure that Kobe is 10 times better closer than LeBron is.
absolutely.
I don't even know if that's true though. I think if we break the numbers out, LeBron has better crunch time numbers than Kobe does.
He probably does, but
Kobe actually has historically bad crunch time numbers because
you know
he
what?
always got the shot.
But you know what? I
he
still
took
want.
it.
I still want to give it to Kobe.
No, but
all of that.
like it's when his final
I'm like
season
Donald
just start
Trump when it
giving him
comes
the
to
ball.
facts.
at the end.
Facts. I don't need no
But then
facts,
also
man.
you
Because he was never
Kobe,
afraid
yeah.
of the
But
shot.
then you also got to look at the fact that Kobe played with Shaq. So it's kind of like you have a choice. LeBron usually was that guy. Even when he played with the Heat,
Yeah,
they still
He was the
LeBron
alpha.
Still that guy.
out of all those three, he was the alpha.
Yep.
Yeah. Nah, but I'm excited for the season. I tell you that much.
It makes
'Cause,
basketball a little more
it makes
exciting.
Yeah,
Yep.
it does.
Because
Because
you can't just say it's just the Warriors now.
nah, hell
Because
no.
Yes,
I mean,
you can.
Houston gave him a
Yes, you
run.
can.
Yeah.
They got Jamal Crawford,
I mean,
another
well,
shooter.
Ridiculous.
And
Unless-
and
but
Crawford
that's
can
just
go.
taking-
He can go
that's
get
just
30
taking
if he
swags.
wants to, though.
Yeah.
So if Iggy's a free agent, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing. I mean, Iggy on the Lakers could work too.
I would gladly welcome him.
Are you need to shoot if I'm not supposed to. And so if LeBron's whole point at this point is to win championships and build, like he went to a team that's going to need a lot of work to get to that a level of a Houston Rockets or a Warriors team. And hell, you got to get past Portland. You got to get past San Antonio. Like that, it's not like you got who's in.
Oh, no,
I mean,
the
San
West-
Antonio.
I don't know.
If
I'm
they
really-
lose Kawhi though,
the
San Antonio.
I think
doesn't make
Dallas
it
got
that-
better.
Oh, yeah,
I think that they're getting DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan.
So I think Dallas got better too.
I also think that's hilarious.
Do they want him back? I
yeah.
think?
Like,
exactly.
they were actually coming for him hard.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, water under the bridge, whatever. It's like, really, man?
Like, what?
Because
just gonna dunk
Mark
and rebound
Cuban,
a
he
lot.
came off like a jilted lover, like
Yeah.
after that the first time. So I was like, all right, well, if that's really
What if he backed
they
out on him
want.
again? Like, yeah, nah, you know what? My bad.
hilarious.
My
LeBron
bad.
just went to L.A.
Yeah.
Go to LA.
I'm gonna go. Just I'm gonna keep playing in the building.
Yeah,
Just switch the
they
jersey
definitely
up.
gave him a verbal too. It was a verbal commitment. Too.
Right.
Yeah, it definitely was.
I mean, judging by the way DeAndre, his verbals don't really mean too much though.
Yeah.
He did the whole Jerry Maguire. My word is strong. My name is stronger than my bond. Whatever. Sorry, the ink on the pen. Whatever he's like.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, no.
Hey, nah, but I'm ready, man. Hey, look, I haven't watched Lakers basketball in 2 years, bro, since
I
Kobe
mean,
left.
and
bro.
it's
Are
and
you gonna be
who's the
staying up
other-
late for them games?
I
So who's the head
definitely
coach, LeBron or Luke Walton?
am.
Luke.
Yeah, either one of them, right?
Yeah,
You pick
it's
one.
alright, man.
You want to know why? Because Luke always kind of stun on LeBron, be like, I got more rings than you. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's real talk.
There was a tweet though earlier out that was like that Luke was drafted like 30 spots after LeBron in the same draft.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, man.
Nope, can't beat him, join him. That's
Exactly.
coach you now. Nah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is funny. They did because they did win the championship
That's
in like
deep.
03. Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. All right.
Man. But you know what? I gotta shout out the Lakers GM, who is Kobe's old agent, who definitely makes things
Oh
happen.
yeah, from Michigan, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Palinko.
He
Yeah,
makes
yeah, yeah.
things happen. And like everybody's gonna give
Collusion
Magic the
Palinko.
credit. Everybody's gonna give Magic the credit. No, it's just man. Like he's the one. Who
Magic
got
is
it
the
done.
face.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You're going to see
Magic is
Jack
the brand,
Nicholson back
man.
on the court again. Jack Nicholson will be at
Oh,
front.
yeah, yeah,
Those
he's
games
back
gonna
to
be
the
lit.
games.
Them
I've
games gonna be
always
lit.
been a
Them
LeBron
games-
fan.
It's gonna
No,
be
that's
back,
gonna-
back to Showtime.
That's the hottest ticket in town now, man.
Exactly.
They
Dude.
took it back.
That's
Have
wild.
you-
At 35 years old, he's the hottest ticket in town.
And
Crazy.
Still making max dollars.
Right.
But dude, that's why Melo looks so sick now. Like, damn,
Yeah.
dog. Like, I can't even leave this Bama, man.
And let's even be real. Melo is Melo's fault because Melo could have been a Lakers, huh?
He did.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Melo could have been a Laker.
And we would have definitely wanted. We wanted him too.
Yeah.
It would have been him and Kobe or whatever. But he ain't want to do it.
He was chasing after the ring.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, tough luck, nigga. It's always it's always FUBU.
Always the big three.
Oh,
Big
The
three.
other big three.
There you go.
I'm
Right?
gonna be playing with Stephon Marbury as a point guard.
Exactly. Nate Robinson out there.
Hey man, I heard an interview with Antonio Davis, right? Randa, right? So they asked him who was the worst team he ever played for. He was like, by far, it was the Knicks.
Has
He
to
said
be,
that
yeah.
team was a mess. He said it was Nate Robinson, Stephon Marbury, Jamal Crawford. They had all these players on the team, yeah.
And they
Jerome
couldn't win.
James, Antonio Davis. Who else was it? I think Penny might no. Steve Francis was there.
Oh,
Wow.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Was
at the
Was my
same
man
time.
gone at that point? What's the Allen Houston?
Yeah, Allen Houston was gone by then. He was
Okay.
gone by then. But he was like, and David Lee.
That's
And,
Wow.
and David Lee and the other kid that played with the Chain and Fry.
Oh, okay.
They were rookies, yeah. He said, man, I felt so bad for them kids, dog. He said, man, because Jerome James, he was coming there drunk from practice. He was having a hangover.
Yep.
Nate Robbins was fighting niggas.
Right. You know he was fighting.
Oh, Zach Randall was on the team, too.
Zach,
Oh,
yeah.
Zebo.
Yeah, Zach, dog.
Zebo.
Dog, they was getting in the scraps there. Nate was scrapping with Zach Randall.
right,
dog.
yeah.
He said that team was a mess.
But let's
yeah.
be real. The GM or
That was Isaiah
Isaiah
Thomas.
Thomas.
Yeah.
but nobody remembers that story about Stephon Marbury's father with the heart attack. The man caught a heart attack during the game, and they told Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas was like, "Don't tell him."
Oh.
So they literally, like, his father went to the hospital and hold all that. Stephon Marbury's playing on the court, like, doesn't even know anything's going on, and told him after the game.
Wow.
Yeah, that was like really heartless. And people were like, yo, that is heartless. Because his father was there.
Yeah.
His father was at the game.
So
Yeah.
He's balling, thinking that his
Exactly.
daddy's watching and everything. And
Yep. And boom.
Dang.
Well, that's a good leadway into For the Soul tonight.
Right.
So,
Starberry.
Hey, dog, I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited for this segment.
all right.
I
Okay.
had to dig in the crates today,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, you got what
He got his
you rocking.
Coney's on.
What you rocking right now, man? It's kind of dope. So okay, so we'll start with you. E. What you rocking?
I got this is probably the second generation Hirachis, yeah.
Okay.
It don't matter. They still look like the original.
Yeah.
The
but
Michigan joints was all
these
black.
joints-
But yeah.
yeah, these joints was significant to me. It's like nostalgia because they was the first. This is the first time I was introduced to the Fat Five.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And I remember when they made the Final Four, they had these joints on against Indiana, dog.
The Black Sox.
Yeah, with the black socks. And
I remember Pippen wearing them too.
Yeah, Pippen had them on too
Yep.
in the All Star game.
Yeah,
Yep.
In the All Star game, Joe. So yeah, these joints right here, man.
mad
these
comfortable too.
And my all time favorites, yeah. And the Jordan 3s, but I was like, yeah, everybody goes with Jordan, but
Right.
nobody talks about Hirachis like that, man. Hirachis are classic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely a classic.
Classics.
All right.
Oh, and
Okay, what you got?
I had to bring something too, yeah. These one of my favorites, dog. I went on
They
I
pulled
was
out
on
a
a
box.
Beam Air Force One kick for a long
Uh-huh.
time, Joe. And I was like, yeah,
those are
I know
China
these
joints?
joints exclusive.
This joint comes with a double box.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's how you know it's good.
They
Exactly.
got a box for the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, son, why these joints
Whenever we
glowing?
do those unboxings at work, we know when it's a
These
special
joints are-
one. We got to do stuff like
So
that.
yeah, these are like a Kentucky basketball player, yeah. They're one and done. You're never gonna get them again, son. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
those
like
joints
these Air
dope.
Force Ones, I thought they were super slick, dog. And
Yeah.
they were like they came out for like Valentine's Day, Joe.
Okay.
Oh, them
Yeah,
joints
man.
is dope.
Joints are the Air Thundercats.
Yo, those-
Yeah, those are tough.
pass them this way. Let me get a
We'll get a whiff.
snapshot of
Yeah.
that. Yo, these joints are super
Joints
dope.
nasty.
Yeah, I mean, red.
Eric got that drug dealer money.
Right, yeah, he went-
Allegedly.
It's GSA money.
Got some gold accents on there and everything.
wow, that was deep.
Nah, that was one of my favorites though, son.
Yeah, these are tough.
Dope.
Super tough. Grayson, what you got?
Man, I had to go with the Griffies. But the re-release Griffies.
Yeah.
Oh, it don't
Classic.
matter. Them
Hey,
joints,
yeah.
those are joints LeBron had a colorway. Them-
Yeah.
Yo, I wanted those so bad.
them
I
joints-
wish they would release
sold
the
out like
original
5
joints
seconds.
Yo,
with
faster
the
than
right
5
with the right
seconds,
air
man. I was
bubble
like,
and
Yes.
everything.
Absolutely.
They do not do it. They do not re-release them joints
They
right.
can't. I don't know why.
I know.
I don't know if it's the design, there's a patent on it or something like
Right.
that. But I just remember these joints always wanting them.
Mm-hmm.
They finally got them in red, which is I like red. Saw
Them
them
joints-
joints. I was like, yo, I had to get them.
I had to
Them
get
joints with a nice Cincinnati Reds jersey.
Man,
Yeah.
what?
Them joints mean, bro.
super mean.
Sounds on the beach. I had these joints on with a halter top. So I was shut the game down. Son.
Yo,
Children was
all the
running and
cat
crying.
calling.
I got
I
on.
was like, look at Big Face on Love.
Face all up, got on the Griffies.
I was like, worm.
I got on the foam positive weatherman joints.
Yeah, you do.
Dug them out of my shoe collection. Something different for the night.
Oh, little air topper shuts.
There you go. Exactly right. Tony Perkins.
He got them little Air Alberta Clippers.
Yeah, you definitely went to the crate for them.
Exactly.
Those joints is- I'm
Hey,
a
y'all.
fan.
Just a
From
sneak
Family Guy.
classic though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
CB, what you rocking?
I got my Air Max 98 Gundams on.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
these were a must-have for me this year when they came out. I was like, yep, I'm finding my way to get them, whether it's resale or what. I'm
Yeah.
getting them.
Dog, the Air Max 90 are killing it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this was their summer.
Yeah,
Or it's
yeah.
their spring.
Yeah,
Their
really,
spring.
Yeah.
Dog, they killing it right now. Yeah.
Superfly, what customs you rocking tonight?
Same joints. The
Barbecue Force.
Barbecue.
Adam edition joints.
Yeah.
You said the Spice Adams?
Barbecue for it.
Exactly.
Them joints come with a white rag.
You know,
With a white rag and spray bottle.
right? And a Frankie Beverly CD. And shit.
That's a special edition.
Right.
That's a special edition.
He got on the Before
gold
I Let
pack.
You Go.
Exactly.
That's all right. Hey,
He got on them. Whoa, whoa.
You
make me happy.
right.
Hey, as soon as them joints come on the box, the song just come on, son.
Yo.
Yo,
Got them
yo,
PTA
man.
3s on.
This is your crib. You better hit the Martin on them. Just get the step in. Hey, your own house. Your own house. No, I'm joking. No.
Hey, man, shout out. Hey, man, y'all got the Mean Joe Button podcast vibe going on here.
Yeah, I
We're
love
just
this
doing
joint.
everything.
Yeah.
I love this joint.
It's cool, though.
I love this joint. Because it's something about being in a studio. This joint, you just can't be you. Like,
Exactly.
it feels
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
It feels weird.
I be feel like I'm in Kiss. Like I'm on a Kiss FM joint. I wouldn't go
He
too
had,
far.
he had the
man.
voice like, welcome to the seductive
Yeah.
sounds of.
So sometimes you gotta drop it on them.
Yeah, this. We vibing, just chill. Yeah, this is.
how
You
it
can do music here. You can scratch and whatever you want to do. This is. It's the auxiliary. Good plug. Go ahead, plug the
Exactly.
auxiliary real quick.
Yeah, the-aux.com. That's our platform for digital content. So, reach out to us when you wanna, make something happen.
Still working on that cooking show you want to do?
Yeah, man. I just saw a dude this weekend. We're gonna catch up tomorrow. So,
It might be hollering at you.
Go ahead and plug Superfly Friends.
yeah, Superfly Friends. That's my podcast. All podcast platforms. Just look for SUPAFLY Friends, and that's my show.
I never gave our plug like that. So on all podcast platforms, we are something else.
There you go.
WERSUMTHINELSE.
That's it.
That's it. That's on everything.
Yeah. Everything.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Plug it
and
again.
then,
Plug it again, fellas.
Yes, the OT Show, OT Show 1 on Instagram and Twitter, and I still think it's the OT Show on Facebook. But I'm gonna go with what he said.
Hey, son, either way, you'll find us. If you
Right.
see a big black dude, that's me.
Yeah.
You a super
Both t-shirts. You'll get us, man. But if follow us on Twitter and follow us on Instagram, man. And you can catch us on all
There you
platforms, Google Play.
When can they catch your show?
Oh, Tuesdays from 7 to 8, and then the live show is Tuesdays from 7 to 8, and then you catch the
You
podcast.
can call in.
The next
Yeah,
day.
you can
Yeah.
call
When we
in.
were on there, we had that random Verizon call or something.
Yeah, you get it's random people.
We had
They're
bill
trying to set
payments
you up
come
with
in.
Fios or something.
Yeah, right.
They didn't even realize they had jumped in on a podcast.
Well, a delivery dude called one day.
Like, you got your pizza downstairs, come
Hey,
out. I'm
remember
like,
my,
what?
My drunk uncle called one day.
Listen.
He was live too. son.
Giving us a lot of love. And it was like that uncomfortable love. It was like, yo, I just seen y'all grow up. You know what I'm saying? I used to see Eric. Eric used to have them tight shorts on. And it's like,
That
you know,
Richard love.
Mind you, he's
y'all be
not
like-
giving you the right voice. His voice not on Coors Light. Yeah.
Yo,
So you never know with us, man. But follow us, man. Yeah.
Then my cousin used to call in, and he's married. And anytime we have a female on the show,
Yes.
he calls in.
Yeah, he only called in for the female guests.
And it's weird. Then he tries to pretend like he's Mickey Mouse, which is weird. He throws everything off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, no, this is Mickey. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? You're a
But
Marine.
here's the funny thing. He would call in the show and be like, so what y'all talking about? Like,
Like, son, I see you online. You've been watching like 30 minutes in. You know what he's talking about.
God dang.
yeah,
I got-
thanks for having us, man.
No, man.
Yeah, man.
I was about to say I got a feeling that this is probably not the end of us. I'm sure. I'm sure this is gonna happen somewhere again
Absolutely.
down the line or
I
something.
feel like we gonna collab on some.
Yeah,
other
this
time,
is-
man.
It's
We
like
need
the
to
dedication
drop a
series.
mixtape.
Slick Watts
Yeah.
Part 3.
Exactly.
Right,
You know?
right.
So we need to, son.
Yeah.
This is.
We got, hey man, no, real talk. We got to set up a live show, man.
Yeah,
That's
do
what
it.
we trying
got
to get
it.
that
do it.
figured out.
Yeah, we
Let's
got
do
to
it.
set up a live show, man.
We
I got some ideas. That's one. I was playing football. One of the ladies, they were doing a live broadcast for their podcast out there, and so I peeped the equipment they were using. I was like, oh
Oh, we already got the equipment.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
yeah, let's just do it.
Right.
Well, there you go.
And we're off.
Like,
Y'all
still be
doing,
talking
what y'all
about
doing about
wax.
30 minutes.
That's real. Cause dog, like ain't nothing like live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog, live? Oh my god, it's the best.
So when we were on your show, we ended our segment with some thoughts, whatever you want us to speak on. So if y'all got anything to say to anybody, I'm gonna take something from you guys' show. Go ahead and speak on it. Give some positive vibes, whatever.
Wait, Rick, you want me to?
I go in.
Well, I follow up then.
Yeah, that's what's all right. So y'all know me. I'm a jokester, and a lot of people don't know, but I'm a minister. So that's why y'all heard me saying effing. Everybody was like, "Why isn't he committing the curse word?"
He's administered like he tap toes on the line a little bit. Yeah,
I have
the
to.
line's like right
Listen,
there.
listen, I have to.
He might wave a Griffey
Hey,
over
hey,
there.
let's be real. Let's be real. TD Jakes is wearing Gucci now.
Yo.
People saw that in Charlemagne Friday. Charlemagne Friday. That was hilarious. But so I'm gonna leave y'all with some positivity. Everybody close their eyes. You know, we just gonna get our prayer on real quick. Dear Lord, Joe Jackson died this week, and I don't understand why he made Michael come back to Earth and record with Drake. I just want to know this because it scares me that Michael can't even enjoy his life in the afterlife without Joe going up and making him come back to work.
Those are my favorite memes this week. And I felt bad about it. I felt really bad about it. But they were my favorite memes. They're like the ones where it's like Michael dancing, and they're like, man, it's been 7 years, and all of a sudden his dad shows up, and it's like the blank face. Like,
Dad is like, "What you doing up? Get your ass back to work, Michael."
Did anybody see, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt the prayer, but anybody see the meme?
Was that
Watch it, hold up. Amen. All right,
The one meme where Michael singing "We Are the World" and he's like grooving, he's dancing, and then like Cyndi Lauper and like John Cougar Mellencamp comes up next to him, and he just stopped and look at him. Like, what the fuck are y'all saying?
That's funny,
Hey,
yeah.
real talk, Michael does throw shade though. Like if you've ever seen, like there's a video circling online. You guys see Michael Jackson's like shadiest moments. That Bama do have some shady moments,
tell
and
you,
them
man.
joints be on stage. He just be looking like, what are you doing?
They said him and Prince used to have shady moments.
Yo, all right.
believe.
Can I hit a quick question real quick? I mean, a quick story real quick.
Okay, I hope we're not gonna tell the same story, but go ahead.
Is it the James Brown joint?
No, I got one close to that. Go ahead.
All right. So this was in the 80s, right? Michael.
It's video footage of it.
Exactly. It's video footage of it. Michael goes on stage with James Brown, and Michael performs. Like, you know, it's guest spot or whatever. Right. So Michael performs. He's like, does the moonwalk, boom, 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 whatever. So Michael goes to James Brown and it's like, yo, Prince is in the audience. Now, mind you, this is during Purple Rain time. Or this is a little bit before Purple Rain. Like, this is like, Thriller was hot. You know, everything was going on or whatever. Mm-hmm. So he's like, yo, Prince is in the audience. Tell Prince to come up. Right? And so, I don't know if he said it like that. It sounds like he said it. So then, Prince comes to the stage riding on the back of his security guard.
Big chick.
His security guard is like 7 feet big white dude, right? Looks like Santa Claus on steroids, right? Prince comes on stage. He starts doing this squealing. He's like, and so James Brown is like, yeah, what is he talking about? Like, right? And so
When
then
James Brown goes,
James Brown.
James was like, wrap it up. Come on now. This man goes on stage. He takes the guitar. He tries to play it and it's off tune. And then he just does this little mic stand joint, whatever, and then just gets off the stage, right? So he gets off the stage. And while he's getting off stage, he pulls on like this makeshift light post. Yeah. The lamp post falls into the crowd.
It wasn't glued down.
So they all fall in, and it's crazy. So this is not the end of the story. Michael Jackson Michael Jackson's laughing his tail off, right? So Michael Jackson's in the background laughing, whatever. They get into the car, and it was Michael, LaToya, and Janet was at the joint with Quincy Jones. And so they get the limo, and Prince is waiting in another car or something, waiting for Michael to get into the limo because he wants to run them over. Now, Quincy Jones is telling this story. When Quincy Jones is like, he was like, y'all think I'm lying. He's like, I'm telling you the truth. But there's other people that kind of like say that, yeah, like Prince is that guy. Yeah, like Prince is that guy. Like Prince... He's from Minneapolis, so he hadn't transitioned over into pop star life. But it was like, yo, Prince was like, he was mad. Like, he was just like, yo, you can't get one up on me.
Exactly.
I'm going to kill you tonight. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
He'll
like,
cross you up on the court and then he'll kill you.
Exactly.
it was Prince in the basement when he ripped the earring off.
He's like,
That's one of the coldest movies.
Right. So my story was that. So they have documented that Prince would go to Michael Jackson concerts and sit right in the front crowd. Like he would stand at the front of the stage and just stare him down the whole night while they performing. So there's a couple people who have like verified these stories, but it's like I would love to see the footage. But he used to go like random Michael Jackson shows, go to the very front of the stage and just like stare him down the whole night while he's performing.
Might be like, Thrill, what?
What is he doing?
It's so wild.
Yeah.
Yo.
Prince be like, I'm the real PYT.
Prince mixtape.
Shakalaka. Oh, that's good.
That's a heck of a 20th episode, man.
That's real. That's real good.
Oh yeah, I'll leave y'all with my man.
Yeah, go for it. Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man. Even hoes get a second chance, so you can be great too, man. It's not over for you. What? Hey, even hoes change, man. Hey, so it's not over for you, man. It's good, man.
The views of the black guy in the blue shirt are not
It's motivational, man. It's bigger right there, son. Hey, it works.
Hood guy.
This is bad.
Hey,
He sound like he fixed transmissions for a living.
well, if they got a carburetor,
One last question. This is for you, E. What's that around your neck? Nope, it doesn't matter. It's my show. Let's get back around here. I'll talk to you later.
He was waiting for that.
Something tells me we ain't gon' last, baby. We ain't gon'. Something tells me we ain't now. Something tells me we ain't gon'. Something tells me we got something else.
Boom, boom.
Better to be safe than to be sorry before you raw dog at the party. So bring some protection before you get a little infection. That way you both can win when you wear your rough skin.
Yeah.